they are not the top clubs in Europe. They don't have the top clubs in Europe like Bayern Munich and not Bayern Munich, like Bundesliga, Spanish League, even Italy League. They are more competitive.
I agree with that, say this Bush.
Yeah.
It's not far apart from the others.
Of course.
Where it's ranked among the top European leagues? The top 5.
No.
Top 5. Hold the line, Emily. Hold the line. We take a break. We'll come in.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
32 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and a Bashco. Bashco. That gives you more. Yeah, Bashco. Get furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs, and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco. Motorists, listen up, cause me have a couple tips. If you ride on your bike, have on your helmet. Seat belt is a must, no drive without it. And make sure the little one them well strapped in. Make sure them fit good in a them car seat. Pedestrian this term, bring back to mind everything where you learn. Never you cross when you see a green light. Look right, then left, then again look right. Remember now, if it dark outside, make sure you wear something well look bright. Walk right or drive, be wise, stay alive. On the road, be safe, stay alive.
A message from the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport and Mining and Petrojam Limited.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. Emu, you're still there?
Yeah, man, I'm there, man. Yeah, so, me say a Bush League, because me still put, the Netherlands League over them.
No, it's my boss, man. Nobody with them something. You want to bramble out yourself on the radio, my boss.
How much sleep on the Netherlands win Champions League?
But you're talking historically or in recent years?
Yeah. So, in recent years, I have a team from France.
But no team from Holland no win. No team from Holland no win the Champions League in recent times. So I don't understand what you're saying.
Is there?
No team from Holland has won the Champions League in recent years.
Say again?
I'm saying no team from Holland has won the Champions League in recent years.
But I said how many teams from Holland win the Champions League?
No, but we're not talking about
one, right?
No, but we're not talking about historically, my boss. We're talking about now.
Alright, so you're ranking PSG as the top 5.
No man, the league me attack. The French league is amongst the top 5 leagues in Europe, in my opinion.
So alright. How many winners they have from the Champions League? In the Champions?
In the recent years, none.
Okay.
PSG went to the finals.
So team will have Champions League winner over a team where don't have it.
No, but those Champions League winners came years ago, my boss. Years on top of it. What do you mean no matter?
It don't matter. The league was more competitive.
No man, you can't compare a league 20 years ago with a league now and I say it better because of what happened 20 years ago. Raise 11, man.
Well, a Bush League.
Let's retire with Ronald. Let's retire with Ronald and discuss some other things. You can't help him.
All right. Orvile.
Yeah.
We do better Ronaldo not to score.
Come again?
The first match is Thursday. We do better Ronaldo not to score.
No, I don't know the standard of the league. Although me hear him himself say the league competitive. But I wouldn't bet against him scoring.
Okay. All right.
I would probably score a goal in that league, so. I think in favor to score.
I see a man put up say Messi 91 goal in our calendar year, guy.
In a threat, I know, yeah.
All right, sir. Big up for yourself. Look on.
Emil.
Yeah.
All right.
Man from a farmer.
Hello?
Yes, where's the man from afar?
Yes, man. What's up, man?
Boy, the last time I see you, I was a very nervous man, you know.
How? How so?
Well, let me just give a little synopsis. I played a cricket match, people, on... Is which day, man from afar? Not the holiday.
Yes.
It was like a grudge match between two communities and thing. Oh, we bowl out the other side for 189. and we in return knock off the runs for 2. But I was the man who was going to bat next.
Yes, but me I'm sorry, so you didn't come down in your usual position, man. What were you afraid of, man?
No, me have a little shoulder where I give me a whole problem. You mean either open or bat 3?
Yeah, yes. Because generally me know say you are man afraid to come out the face the ball, man. Whether it's style hot.
No, boy. That was then.
Yes.
But it was a good game. Anyway, what's up?
It was a good game. It was. Certainly was.
What say you?
Yes, man. Well, I'm happy to be alive today and to give thanks that the GOAT team won the World Cup. It's supposed to dispel some of the notion that people had. It shouldn't really be, but these are some of the concerns that they would have had.
Yeah, man, it's driving some people crazy now, man.
Crazy?
Yes.
So much so that them talking all manner of nonsense each day by day.
Indeed, my boy.
You know? Yes. Foolishness. Because how I assess footballers to, Zidane and Orvile, I do think that playing the ball, dribbling, making some good pass and carrying the defenders wide or so on is part of how I assess how good people is at playing football. Have absolutely nothing to do with the result.
Yes.
That is how I judge people. I like Ronaldinho. Messi, for sure, for me, is number 1. And I just love how them playing ball.
Yes.
So it have nothing to do with whether they did won the World Cup, whether here or there.
Not at all.
You understand? But if that is some people's criteria, well, so be it. But I just rate them playing football.
Yeah, man.
And how easy they are playing the ball. You know?
Yes, indeed.
So I really sat in and listening some of the things that people are trying to say now. Then grudge Messi, they really they want him to win.
Not at all. They can't trick anybody.
I can't tell you that, and you can't just listen to the language that are being applied on a daily basis.
You can't hear the hurt. You can't hear the hurt in them heart, boss.
I can't hear the hurt. I listen, so I hear the hurt. I hear a man, Dr. Wahid, his name was telling Evan Hewitt sometime that if he won the World Cup, some of them smell it too, If they won the World Cup, he probably the gate might open and him come in at the pen. Oh, what nonsense! When I hear the evening, you see. So all these people, I think it is a grudge. But anyway, it was good.
Yeah, man.
And I'm happy. And see my Man U side now. I hear a commentary yesterday that man, all of a sudden, Man U is in 3rd place, breathing down the necks of Man City and Newcastle.
Yeah, you have had some favourable games during the last 3 fixtures. I think you played Wolves, you played Bournemouth yesterday, and Southampton was a part of it.
Yes.
So some winnable games, man.
Yes, these are some winnable games. And I think we only can get better as time goes by because the side seems as though it is gelling now. Get rid of this little guy here, Ronaldo, and so on. We think that we're moving in the right direction.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the
Hope
little
that
guy.
it will continue.
Man from afar, like hot, man.
Man say the little guy.
The little guy, Ronaldo.
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
oh, your next Premier League game is at home, but it's Man City. Saturday, January 14th. Yes.
I think we are good enough. Then if some other side can hold Man City, man, why we would underperform at this stage.
Oh.
You see, I think we would underperform at this stage if we can at least hold Man City.
So FA Cup,
and don't allow them to get the 3 points at least.
FA Cup, you have Everton the 6th, and then you have the League Cup on the 10th.
Yes,
and
those side playing well too, Everton look like them slowly getting their act together, really.
Yeah, it's a big game. It would be a real test of where you're at right now.
Yeah, yes. I think
League.
so. Good assessment. I think it would test how well we advance from here.
All right, man from afar.
Okay, sir. Yes, that's it.
But I tell you, one of the reasons why I was so nervous the match day, too much people want to see me bat again, man. Him gone.
It seems so.
Why may I tell you? I go and stop because cricketers, I never know what I saw cricketer. Sun hot. Anyway, who we have? All right. Well, the numbers are 876-968-8117. And if you call right now, you should be in the mix to get through. All right, but we go back to that thing that we would attack with the amateur players. I don't think that the JFF should have such a rule. I don't think it should be forced on teams to have contracted players. Although that might be one way of protecting the players to ensure that they at least have contracts and they have a little thing coming every end of the month. So from that standpoint, I can get it. But we're talking about schoolboys now. No.
I'm looking at it from two perspectives. You don't want a watered down league. So you don't want a situation where a club comes into the league and decides, yo, I'm going to register 20 schoolboy footballers.
Right.
So they lose every game because they just want to sell players. So it's like an academy really, and them is using it.
But they'll have to do well to stay in the league.
No, but maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't want to put the top players that they have at their academy on display.
For one season?
If you sell them.
But wouldn't they want to stay in the league to sell more players down the road?
Well, they think they would do enough to stay in the league.
Well.
So you don't want that. And as you said, no, you don't want to leave it open so a club can just bring in players and they don't have to sign them to contracts. So you're protecting the players in that regard as well. So I understand where the JFF is coming from.
All right, Gigo.
Man, Happy New Year. How you guys doing?
Yes, Gigo, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Orvile, boy, I don't know how people say stuff about you, because I think you're one of the coolest, nicest radio talk shows. I mean, the man come on the radio and describe the great football players as a command.
Yeah.
And you was so easy at him. You fit make them man they know exactly what's going on. You can't come on the radio and describe one of the greatest ever as a command.
Yeah, it sounded a little weird,
yeah,
but
man,
you know.
But I mean, you're too nice, man. You should have done the man, and make him know he's out of place, man.
But I mean, I tell you.
And Zidane sit down there listen as a football man and I say nothing.
When that?
A while ago, Zidane never hear.
What the man say?
The man described it all. I will say we're glad to get, know that we get rid of this little man. And
Ronaldo style up the man in club, my boss. So if you get style.
I will say, wait. Where you say you go hard, man? Where you should have fixed up the man, man?
Where you say me should have go harder?
You should have go harder, man. Make the man know I'm out of place, man.
Yeah, man, tell you.
Yeah, man. So how things going for the New Year so far, gentlemen?
Well, me there, my boss.
I hope you had a good Christmas and you took my advice.
Boy, it wasn't the best Christmas, you know, for obvious reasons. But
yeah, man.
The good thing is that this year can't be no worse. The year before last year, I got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the whole lady dropped out. Is that me? I said, what this year I going to bring? But
well, you can only go up now.
That's what I said. Oh, God, no, man.
Yeah, man. So, Zidane, you feel better?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Work on the pain and problem, you know?
Yeah, man. Boy, I know. Test cricket, boy.
Yeah, what about
How can we fix this thing, Orvile? Because this thing is really, if you turn on the TV, it's like you almost lock it off and garbage because you say this is a whole night thing.
Then you mean a whole night thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, like with all the test match, them are going, you know, one side I take 2 days to make 400, and the next side I take 1.5. And, well, I mean, I know.
But hold on, more tests, more games are ending in results now than it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, I realize that.
In the 1980s and 70s, there used to be more drawn games.
Mm-hmm.
So, from that standpoint, what are you complaining about?
No, but them time we never had options. It was just test cricket.
Right.
You know, but now we have options. So a man I said, boy, I rather than sit down for 2 or 3 or 4 days I watch one match, you know. You understand me? I prefer to spend my money where I can spend, you know.
Yeah, well.
And then, you know, the little thing on the light meter and the man then come off of the pitch and, I don't know. Sometimes you don't feel like this thing needs to be revamped.
No. He's a purist when it comes to test cricket. I mean, the odd little thing here and there, but...
Yeah, the man put the light meter up on his thumb and then him say, boy, you know, the light have to go off for the people. I'm upset because it seemed bright enough and...
Yeah, but remember all of them things they used to go on. Everything where you can complain about now, I could find something to complain about in the 80s. Remember in the 80s, it wasn't light meters. It's batsman complain.
Mm-hmm.
Say it dark.
Yeah.
And the umpire offer them the light. And sometimes batsman complain, say it dark when it's bright.
Exactly. But then again, now you have other things, obviously. You have T20, you have T10, you have all kind of stuff now.
Yes, indeed.
You know, they feel much more competitive.
Hold the line, my boss.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
set the break and come.
Cool.
Yeah.
Underage gambling is illegal. You can be fined or imprisoned for enabling a minor to engage in gambling activities. Call Crime Stop at 311 to report illegal gambling. The time by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission is
1:30.
Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Edgechem, Fosrich Group of Companies, Enibet, and Dangel's Auto Spares and Accessories.
All right, in Sports in a Minute, Lancashire fast bowler Saqib Mahmood is set to make his return from injury on England Lions white ball tour of Sri Lanka in February. 25-year-old played 2 tests for England in March 2022, taking 6 wickets against the West Indies. He has not played competitive cricket since May, though, after suffering a stress fracture in his back. That is Sports in a Minute.
Omega Radio has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem for people who dream in color. Fosrich, we open on Sundays with special discounts on all items in store. Solar floodlights, water heaters, conduits, and more. Or visit fosrich.com and shop. Enibet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. And Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue in Kingston.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
Can't bother with that long line of traffic here, man.
Excuse me, sir. Stop the foolishness. You really gonna tail the ambulance?
He's in a hot sauce.
Cut the speed and wear your helmet every time. A message from the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport and Mining and Petrojam Limited.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and Bashco. Bashco gives you more. Yeah, Bashco. Get furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs, and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so we're back. Hello?
Yeah, man. Zidane.
Yes, Gigo.
Boy, I'm telling you, you see this radio work, it should have been very well paid, because, boy, if you slip your slide, I hear somebody complaining to Orvile about it yesterday, and Zidane, I know, so you never really say it with any ill will, And Orvile was saying, boy, wait till Zidane come and talk.
What was that now?
He said, when you heard that Pele died, you said, oh, finally. But I know in
the context of that, it was reported once that they're going to pull the plug in terms of life support and all of that. And,
right.
And then it was reported in December that they said he's going to spend the Christmas and family members going over to say they're fine. Right. So pretty much doctors were saying that it's going to end very, very,
exactly.
Very soon.
And he was saying it like, boy, you didn't really offer any words of sympathy or something.
Yeah, but
finally.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I tell you, why sometimes people...
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with Pele. Pele gave me no joy in football.
Yeah.
Hear everything about Pele and see a few clips. So, the people who give me joy in football, are them me praise.
Yeah, but me know if you never mean, say, all right, finally him go on, make him go on. Me know you never mean it.
No, the intelligent people know what.
Well, I mean, I tell you, Orville,
yeah,
you think boxing has lost or is losing its appetite for the fans?
Well, I know that it isn't as popular as it was 20, 30 years ago, maybe.
Right, because things on time have changed. You see, violence and, I don't know. I because I was a huge boxing fan, in Michael McCallum coming up them time,
but I just think it has lost its favor now. I mean, I think people enjoy see a man being blooded in the ring and knock out almost to death and all them things anymore. You know?
Well, there are still some people who love them boxing, man. But
yeah.
It's not as popular worldwide as it used to be.
No, because you see a man face blooded, him nose are bleeding.
Then them things they used to go on to, man.
Yeah, but I'm say things and time changing now, a lot of things, you know. Remember one time if you're right, you have to send a letter to your granny, take 2 or 3 weeks to reach her, you know. Now you can't talk to granny and lie and see her, you know. You know what I mean? So a lot of things have changed and people appetite for things change and so on and so forth, you know. But that's how you go. Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day. Big up yourself and all the best and thing, and you know. I hope the best caller win caller of the year. I have somebody in mind, but I'm going to tell you until
don't tell it till next week.
No, next week, man.
Next week it gets interesting.
And next week Wednesday is the first day of voting.
Yeah,
right?
next week Wednesday.
But, you know, the cantankerous people probably should realize that the wind has changed.
I'm not going to discuss nothing with caller here.
Bless myself, gentlemen.
Bless you.
Cool.
All right, King Kobe.
One king.
Yeah, man. What's
All
up,
right.
King Kobe?
I mentioned yesterday that I was going to take up this greatness argument again today, but I'm not going to dwell on it much today.
Mm-hmm.
But where that is concerned, you said great is, you know, just being above your peers, far dominant and all of them look weird, but I disagree.
You disagree with the dictionary? I mean, I give you my definition. You know?
No, what I disagree with is that the same dictionary definition that goes for great and greatness in regards to the regular spheres of life is the same that applies to sporting disciplines. I don't agree with that.
Also, what's the definition for great in sports? What does great mean in sport? I already tell you what it means in regular English usage.
What is a legacy in sport?
So
Sporting legacy.
Also, that you're responding to my question with another question, or is that your way of answering the question?
I'm answering your question by saying that greatness, it includes your legacy and your titles and your achievements. So personal accolades, team accolades.
As long as you accept that is your definition, me good enough, my boss. So I'm not going to...
That is the rational definition.
No, and it may be rational to you, but may I tell you what the dictionary define it as? So let me go back, go say what the word great means. Because, you know, of an extent, amount, or intensity considerably above average. Okay? So once you're considerably above what is the norm, you're way out ahead of what is considered normal, then you are great. Now, I don't see nothing in that definition that tells me about titles, really.
It's people make up that and create that and put that in. And people run with it.
The titles thing?
Yes.
But the man said that in my work with female definition, so... May I work with...
The sporting definition, man.
Which part I can find?
The sporting definition of greatness is winning in our team sport.
No,
it's winning
not
titles.
Winning, you know. It includes team accolades, personal accolades, memorable moments.
Okay.
It's all about your legacy in the sport. That defines how great as a sportsman you are. It cannot just be dribbling past four players.
No, but I'm not saying it's about dribbling. I'm saying...
No, I'm not. I'm just
It is
saying
about being consistently above what is normal. What is considered average.
Dribbling past four players week in, week out considerably is above the norm.
No, man, but that is not... No.
I'm saying...
No. Because now you're talking about a particular act. We're not talking about an act. We're talking about your ability versus everybody else's ability. Not your ability to do any one thing. But if the norm, if everybody's ability is at this level and you are above everybody else, in that context you are considered great. We don't talk about you're a great dribbler, or a great penalty taker, or a great free kicker. We're talking about sport.
Overall, as a great player, everything includes now. So as a great player, you're a great dribbler, you're a great goal scorer, you're a great passer, and you have your personal accolades where you win.
Remember great.
Golden Boot.
Remember great. You can't use a definition for football great. What is your definition for volleyball great? And hockey great and badminton great?
It's the same thing, man.
Which is what? What is it that constitutes a great volleyballer?
A volleyball player that dominates the game considerably above their peers.
That's my argument. So how come you use back that definition?
No, hear what? The part that you're missing, is the part where your dominance also helps you or aids you to win a lot of titles. So
all right,
titles going in that as well as team.
You say as long as your definition we are work with, me can't beat you. You win the argument. So once you go create your own definition for the words, nobody can beat you. That the word mean to you. So up your way, greatness mean win titles. And that me can't argue with that. Me only can tell you that the word mean.
It doesn't necessarily include any titles at all. Who is a greater player?
Not in team sport, my boss, because it doesn't mean that team sport greatness.
What about the personal accolades like Messi having 7 Ballon d'Ors? By the way, I think Messi is the greatest player.
It probably means that Messi is way above his peers. It falls back to the term of greatness, the definition, considerably above what is normal. Now, if a man wins 7 Ballon d'Or, my boss, when the normal man now wins 7, then it claims that...
I'm saying if that in itself don't put him on a pedestal, the fact that he can manage to win
it means,
Ballon d'Ors.
No, does winning 7 Ballon d'Ors go with the definition of considerably better than your peers?
What about golden boots and...
Yeah. All of them things, all of these things means that you're considerably above norm, average, your peers. Yeah. None of that means titles. What you want to say again, my boy?
Mr. Matthews, do you think Lionel Messi plays at his full potential when he plays for Argentina?
Yes.
Do you think he plays with the same heart and soul like Angel Di Maria?
Yes.
You know that I had Angel Di Maria once as Argentina's best player.
When was this?
And you know why? 2018 World Cup. Before that, but 2018 World Cup, I was watching. I was watching the players' body language on the field. I was watching the way they go about their regular game. Di Maria cannot dribble like Messi. But Di Maria go and take up the ball and take
You're talking about in the 20. You're talking about for the Argentina in the 2018 World Cup or generally? You thought that Di Maria was better?
No. Well, at that World Cup, Di Maria was clearly better.
Okay.
But I was watching the players.
Messi was out of it. Messi was out of it in that World Cup. Worst I've ever seen.
Messi looked the way in that World Cup while I was watching that World Cup. I was thinking back at some other times when I watched Messi in the Argentina shirt. And I said, Messi looked this way before.
No, man.
The way I looked in 2018.
Yes. If you're talking about outside of the 2018 World Cup, then it's a bramble argument. That. Very bramble.
Not every time outside the 2018 World Cup. It's not a bramble argument.
Boss, Messi listen to me. Listen, he's one man in South America qualifiers history score more goals than Lionel Messi in my boss. And it's Luis Suarez, and it's 2 ahead of Messi. Messi have 60 goals and Suarez have 62. So what you talking about?
Suarez cannot score a goal like Messi, my boss.
I'm saying to you, you're saying you thought Di Maria is a better Argentinian player than Messi. That is madness, my boss.
No. I said at one point.
No, but if you're talking about the 2018 World Cup, I agree because Messi was the worst I've ever seen Messi playing in football, my boss. But outside of that, you can't have that argument, my boss.
All right, who is?
Kobe.
King Kobe. We leave it there, sir. One king.
Bigger.
We'll take a break. We're coming back.
must-wear underwear.
The holiday season is filled with happiness and cheer, but it can also be a time of danger for road users. Here is a holiday road safety tip from Petrojam Limited in association with the Road Safety Unit.
Buckle up! Wearing your seatbelt dramatically reduces your risk of death or serious injury. Ensure that all children are strapped in appropriate child restraints. Safety restraint systems save lives. Make this holiday season a safe one for all. A holiday road safety tip from the Road Safety Unit and Petrojam Limited, where safety is our #1 priority.
Well, if you want buy appliances for your home with the quality high and the price low, get it on a Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. 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 For everything where you need. Bashco. Quality service guaranteed and Bashco. Get it on a Bashco. Gives you more. Yeah, Bashco. Get furniture for your house, bed linen, everything for your kitchen, rugs, mugs and more at Bashco. The store that gives you more. Bashco.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, so we're back online and we go to Coolant. Hello?
He's gone.
Hello?
Coolant, you there? This is Coolant?
No, man. Frank White.
Oh, this is Frank White. Lost.
Yeah, man. How you do? All the best for the new year, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes, same to you, Frank White.
Yeah, man. Boy, Orvile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me hear a program down the road and I know say all the talk about Bradman in a rate Bradman and all the hear Zidane talk about Messi in a rate Messi, man. Come in a year now, beat Messi and beat Bradman. Me hear a man down the road that say nobody not rate Messi like him. And a beer beating the thing with the World Cup. The man I get me up and say, no, Virgin, something wrong. That means I get it all wrong because I rate some people to rate Messi. But I'm not criticize Messi unfairly, at every chance I get. So, well, I mean, I know the program there sometimes one know, they are coming. They are really a true Virgin, a joke thing.
Yes, sir.
This tasteful Virgin on the radio. You know what I mean?
The big wonder for me is why people continue to, more and more people are realizing now the thing is what it is. If you like that kind of entertainment,
yes,
but you want a serious sports rational thing, man, I'm not telling you that all the way.
Frank White, since you brought it up, let me give you one that I heard this morning. You know, so the reason why Michael Jordan wins 6 championships and because he not play against nobody really like LeBron James. So if I compare the opponents also, LeBron James means LeBron James man but that's in the context of football.
Exactly.
Then Messi and Maradona face much better people.
Virgin, there's no comparison. Virgin, I would never even compare the two. Me is a Michael Jordan fan, as I tell you from a long time.
But no, wait, you hear me say. I want to have a discussion on the credibility of good arguments.
Yes.
Me don't want to come here. There is a man who, in order to have a radio show that is credible, him either call up my name or call up the program, or he resorts to some shock value statement and just talk some things. The more time you give him, he wins, my. Because his thing is not about rational analysis, it's about noise and bullying and calling up me name.
Yeah, and just laugh.
And just laugh, consistently laugh like a joke. I mean, I don't have time for it. If you understand and want to discuss that, they talk to you.
No, man. Sometimes, Orville, let me tell you something, Orville. So sometimes you hear some foolishness, Virgin. You have to just give it even 1-2 seconds.
I don't know why you hear it.
But anyway, Zidane, why Arsenal? Why not get a penalty yesterday, Virgin? I tell you,
which one was that?
The one, the probably about a minute in leaving another 5 minutes.
No man, that was a penalty.
Yes, man. The man
his hand was away from his body.
Yes, man.
No, I don't think so.
The one in Martinelli.
His Saka. His Granite Xhaka went down there and tried to pull it back. I don't think that was a penalty.
You serious?
No.
Well, boy, so then on your side still, because he's a Liverpool man still. So if I
don't think it was a penalty.
Consistent with what I've seen happen before. It is not consistent, and this is the problem that I even have with the VAR.
Yeah.
And the referee.
All right, put it this way. I don't think it's something that somebody could argue that it was really a bad call against him. It wasn't a clear and obvious error. It just said, listen, stonewall penalty. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The other thing, though, gentlemen. All right. This celebration, it kind of not try to understand if what I'm seeing is what they are talking about. The celebration by the Argentinian goalkeeper now. I realize that it is getting a lot of, you'd say, almost everybody is talking about it, saying it is distasteful, and even the thing with him and Mbappe and all of that. No, Virgin, me know football, how football go from ever since, my Virgin. A man win, a man motor next man. As some me know it go, especially if them have a little thing a go on, we probably, we on the outside is not aware of. But I don't see the big uproar about, the type of way he must celebrate or he must mouth Mbappe. I wonder if I miss something. I don't know what you guys think about it.
Has it been blown up though? I don't think it has been.
Almost, Virgin, almost every day. Even Aston Villa now. Even Aston Villa coach, he have problems. Because the coach say, boy, I must go talk to him when he come to England and yada, yada, yada. I wonder for what? He come like, boy, I don't know, Virgin. He come like Argentina never tend to win because they get more flagging since they win more than praise to the boy at least. This is the only team we're missing never win.
All right, we have to leave it at that, my boss.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, that's a world changer. We never have world changer before.
First time seeing this name.
World changer.
Yeah, man. Blessings, Orvile and Zidane.
Good afternoon, world changer.
World changer. You're calling for the first time?
Yeah, man. First time caller.
I'm interested in the name. Oh, you get the name there.
All right. So world changer. I'm just one of those little, gospel Christian man that were just doing little music and all of that. Church.
Oh, you're a church man. You come to help change the world. All right, world changer.
Yeah, man. So may I listen to the program. I've always been listening still, always I listen, but just never get a chance to call. So I'm call and get you today. So happy New Year to everybody.
Same to you, world changer.
Yeah, man. So may I listen to the brother there what did what talked before and I talk about greatness. But me not understanding. Listen, me's a Man U fan straight out. Yeah? And me's a Cristiano Ronaldo fan just the same. But so me I watch the World Cup and me I say, I don't have anything against Messi, but me's a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. You see me? And me I watch the World Cup and me I look funny and me I say, so that you can really deserve all the credit why I'm that get for a long time. Even though me never give much still. I know him great,
Yes.
So me now go around it. But me I watch how him play the football. I've always been watching him. Right? But me I see how him take command of the Argentina team here. The World Cup. And I say, the youth really deserve all the way I get. And even though, as a Ronaldo fan and as a Man U fan, I'm not too glad for Argentina win the World Cup. Still. But them deserve it.
They played well, man.
Yeah?
They played very well.
Yeah?
They played great. They did well. They played hard. They showed character. The coach was good tactically for the most part.
Yeah, man. So, overall, when we hear the brother I was called before and I talk about greatness, I mean, all that you said is perfectly right. I don't know why I try to go on, come on and I talk about accolade and all of that.
Yeah,
I mean, if a man consistently play above in peers.
You know what? Would that be a great example? If Haaland is going at record pace, he might go broke all goal scoring record this season.
Yeah.
And if Arsenal should go on to win the league, Haaland would still be the greatest individual performer this season in the Premier League. He could do that 5 seasons straight and Arsenal win. Well, I love if Arsenal could win 5 seasons straight. So over that 5 seasons straight, Erling Haaland would be the greatest Premier League player. Over those 5 seasons.
Over those 5 seasons.
Yes.
No, what may I say?
Without winning a Premier League title.
So because Haaland never win the Premier League. Let's say all 5 seasons, Man City don't win no Premier League, yeah? But Haaland consistently him outscore everybody. So what am I going to say? He's not a great player?
That's what I want to say.
that brother they have to
That's
get
what
into-
Kobe was. King Cody. That's what King Cody was trying to say.
Yeah,
But it's a,
he must get it together, man. But overall, still, I tell you, I love the program. I love the vibe. Sometimes I do class at school, I can't get to listen to this. I look up at me catch when I go home.
Yeah.
But me, I tell you, say, I love the energy and just keep it up. See?
Big up,
all right. World changer.
World changer.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
All right, good.
All right. Rooney now.
Yeah, my boss.
Yes.
Big up yourself, Zidane. New Year.
Big up, Rooney.
Yesterday, me and Orvile have a conversation, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
And Orvile said, me can't argue it like that. Me can't reason it like that. You understand me? But what me just say to Orville is, Pele was the standard. You understand me? So you had a standard. In the female game, you never really have no standard.
What do you mean by Pele was the standard?
You at the bar. Him, everything.
Yeah,
Be
more specific though. What did he do to be the bar?
Exactly. What him did do for be the bar?
I'm asking you.
But you know, see, me never watch him. Me not watch him. So me come grow up seeing that he's the bar.
Is
he's
him
the
play?
standard.
Is him play upon the field? Make them say him at the bar. You know, he was the standard.
And I guess it come back down to the fact that he win too. You understand?
No, Rooney.
Me I say.
No, Rooney, my boss.
Be that for ask the people.
Is him play, my boss? You don't read it. Them say if you read, my boss, go and go read about Pele, my boss, and hear what the people them say.
Yeah,
them talk about, them wax lyrical about Pele dominance of football and his record-breaking exploits as a
So
goal
it
scorer.
never have nothing to do with the fact that he
No, sir.
No, sir. I just say quality on the field.
Then Pele no play one match.
And
One match Pele played at 62, you know, Brechin. He got injured in the second match, you know. He win the World
Yeah,
Cup.
me know him there. Them kick him down, kill him in the
Yeah,
second.
so
No. Hey, that's another myth.
Yeah.
Nice try. Won't let that slip.
What me say we're wrong?
You said that them kick him down in the second game in 62. Not true.
Kick him down, kill him, yeah.
Pele was.
Yesterday, all of the hits them before.
No. Hold on here. The facts ruling.
Oh,
That's
so
my job.
me you want to come correct? You don't want to come correct and say
No, I'm.
Ronaldo was a little man.
No.
I mean, you want me?
No.
You ask questions, brother.
No. That
ruling.
ruling. You didn't ask a question when you said that them kick him down in 62. Pele got injured in the second game, trying to kick a ball. Never had nothing to do with being fouled. That's another myth concerning the great man. He was fouled out in 66, but in 62 he got an off the ball. When we say off the ball injury, an injury that had nothing to do with another player from the next side. Just for the record. Now you can continue. That is my job, you know. Your job is to,
yeah.
I don't know what your job is. My job is to insert facts and logic when it needed.
Just for some people, no.
Eh?
And for all people, for some people, they go insert the facts.
But like that, no, a lot of people believe, I even had to correct somebody on Facebook about it. That Pele was kicked out of the 62 and the 66 World Cup. It's not true. Pele was injured in 62 by attempting to clear a long ball or kick a ball, and next thing you hear, something go wrong. No, we did not play.
Pull that muscle.
Pull some muscle, something.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I said was that.
Yeah, I'm saying Messi and Maradona are more valuable World Cup players than Pele.
Why you said that?
Yeah, because they won and their team needed them more. The team.
Use bleach. Diluted household bleach solutions can be used if appropriate for the surface. Never mix household bleach with ammonia or any other cleanser. Unexpired household bleach will be effective against coronaviruses when properly diluted. Prepare a bleach solution by mixing.
Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more. Calling all sales advisors, we are looking for you. Yes, Omega Radio is inviting you to join the team as sales advisors. Send all application letters to admin@omegaklas.com. Visit our website at www.omegaradio.com or call 876-929-1344. Previous media sales experience would be an asset.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. Rooney, you there?
So Zidane, you say Maradona and Messi is better than Pele because...
No, I'm saying they're more valuable World Cup players than Pele.
What do you mean by more valuable?
They value more.
What do you mean by valuable?
They led teams to success, and the team could not do without them. The team would have really no chance of lifting those trophies without them. While Pele, team didn't need him as much, anywhere close to as much.
But which team them say are the greatest team to never win a World Cup?
The 82. The
82 Brazil team, right?
Yes.
Why? Why do you think them say that?
What kind of counter this to me point?
No, it's a question.
Enough star players.
I try to learn.
Oh yeah, a lot of star players.
Enough star players and they didn't
So
win.
it no matter who they on your team, right? Is you have to get them for work together, right?
What is he saying?
No, me ask questions.
Rudy,
Rudy are very hilarious.
Rudy are very entertaining and
yes,
really.
Questions me ask about because that make it so like you understand me. Oh,
Rooney,
they're better than not good enough, are them?
Rooney, let me explain it in a sport that you can understand.
No, man, I don't want it in a sport that me can understand.
Lara was more crucial to West Indies than Viv Richards. Do you agree?
But you tell me say cricket different, but you
no man, it's
cricket
no. In
different.
terms of the principle rule,
yes.
No, but
Lara was more crucial to the West Indies than Viv. While with Viv feeling the West Indies could still win cricket. In for much of Lara's career, when he fails, the West Indies would have no
That's
chance.
the end of the game, man. Usually.
So that is what Zidane is trying to explain.
Yeah.
To you.
Say if Messi fail, then Argentina fail.
The evidence is there.
Messi succeed.
The evidence.
Argentina. Pele
fail. Brazil still win.
Not even fail. He doesn't have to be there for them.
Pele's team depended less on Pele than Argentina on Messi and
Maradona. Can you prove that to me?
They would have said
Pele
1962.
1958. You're going to tell me, say...
No, move to the next tournament. 1962.
No, 1958.
What
start at 58, no?
Lord Bruni, for you to understand the point. Because they won with him then. For you to understand the point.
We can't start at 58. Because as a 17-year-old, right?
The next World Cup, he played one game and they still win. What's wrong with you? So they won in 58 with him, you know. And you said, brilliant. They Pele him to win. The very next World Cup, I think it was in Chile.
Yes.
He played one game, got injured in the second game.
And they still win. So they never need Pele.
I'm saying they didn't needed him as much as as Argentina need Maradona and Messi.
Okay.
England are beat up. Obviously, if you're logical and intelligent, that England are beat up, likely to beat up Argentina without this. One a cheating and a brilliant goal.
Take Messi off the Argentine field and take Maradona off the field. None of them teams that win nothing.
Not at all.
All right. You see, it sounds like play the game down, watch the game down. No, without Messi, Argentina going to lose. I don't know that.
Rooney.
The game down, watch the game. More likely.
Rooney, I'm going to be very patient.
Yeah, be patient with me. 2023, I learned.
Right. You know what? Pele in 1962 played the first game. He did not.
You keep going back there.
He was injured in the second game.
Yeah, keep going back there.
He watched the rest of the tournament from the stands.
You keep going back there, yeah.
Brazil went on to win the World Cup.
Yes, now listen.
Do you think that Argentina 2023 or Argentina 1986 could have lifted a trophy with Maradona and Messi in the stands?
We're asking you. No, we're asking you to give us an opinion.
I don't know. Because the way they play, they look pretty competent.
No, what do you think would like to happen? We're
not asking how competent they look, Rooney. We're asking how well do you think their teams would have done without them?
I honestly don't know.
Do you know that Lara was more crucial to his team than Viv?
Based on the stats we're going to present and other people present, yeah? Stats.
You say yes to Lara?
You say yes to Lara?
I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know that Lara was more important to his team than Viv?
Wait, I want to go for stats and records and all them things. Brian Lara made 50% of West Indies. I want to go for all of them stats, so I have all of them information there already.
What happened against Germany when Messi was struggling in that final? What do you think happened? What do you say happened, Rooney?
What me see happen?
Yes, against Germany 2014 when Messi was struggling.
Ruin it, boy.
You know, see what happened to Argentina?
Yeah, listen, yeah.
No, but that's if you didn't see what happened to them when Messi struggles. When you see what happened to Argentina, you see what happened 2018. When Messi is brilliant, you don't see what happened, the difference, my boss, for Argentina.
No, man, Rooney's
Yes, but hold on, 2014 Messi was brilliant.
Up until the final in flop.
Yes, Messi was brilliant in the World Cup 2014. Argentina didn't win.
I mentioned
2018 Messi. Yes, Messi was brilliant in the World Cup. Yeah.
Rooney, I said the final.
Rooney, there are people listening. We can't help you.
But you can't help me with.
We cannot help you for a reason at a higher level because you're.
Or you want me to reason at the level that suits you?
If you don't understand me saying that Maradona was more important to Argentina's cause than Pele was to Brazil.
You see, that's the thing what I like with Uno. When me bring certain scenarios, Uno tell me say Uno not see that, Uno can't envision that. No, Uno tell me say yo, here what? Even though it not happen, right now happen, you Uno know for a fact that Argentina are gonna lose.
I never. Who said that?
But that's all I argue.
No, Rudy.
Without Messi this World Cup, you know if Argentina would have win or lose?
Their chances would have been less.
Chances are. And when we argue the chances are, they tell me some other stuff.
Rooney, them say me controversial, but I'm sure you more controversial than me.
Cool. So me go continue for learn that
yeah, that's it. Cool. People, nothing about what I'm saying. You know that you have people. If I say Lara is more important to the West Indies team when he was playing than Viv is to West Indies when Viv was playing, is that disrespecting Viv?
No, it's not. Just pointing out the obvious.
You have people who think I'm dissing Pele when I say that.
No, you're not. You're not.
If I say Lara was more important than Ricky Ponting, am I in terms of his team success? Yes. All right, put it another way. If I say Muriel Litheran was more important to his team than Malcolm Marshall was to his team,
no.
Am I disrespecting Marshall?
No.
Why do people that are so basic in how they reason, man? Pele was not as important. Now, nothing about the term not important
doesn't mean he wasn't
brilliant.
Doesn't
mean he not brilliant.
Yes.
And that is the problem with these people. My job is not to please the public, you know. My job is to appeal to some people who have sense. Pele was a superstar. Argue that Pele was better than Messi and Maradona if you like, because he has enough ammunition for that to be a credible discussion, you know. But me no want to just come chewing something.
Yes.
Argue the points them as they were. Pele was never as important to Brazil as Maradona was to Argentina, or as Messi is to Argentina. Now, interpret from that what you will. And if your interpretation from that is that I'm disrespecting Pele, then people me cannot reason at that level. But music.
All right. Time for music. Boy, Rooney hit tough.
Rooney the best. God. I want you to advise me of dealing with Rooney. If me say Messi more important to Argentina than Pele was to Brazil, that's not easy if you understand, man. Talking God truth when God loves. Man, they say me, a man on my phone say me I disrespect Pele.
No. All right, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from George Nooks. You are God.
You're worthy to be praised. Oh,
All right, that one is from George Nooks, You Are God, and it's brought to you by HChem Paints for people who dream in color.
All right, people. You know, part of the problems that is our understanding of words. I know that I sound like a stock record, you know. But for somebody to question Maradona's importance to Argentina vis-a-vis Pele's importance to Brazil, we're not talking about Pele's importance to football, you know, because I could argue that Pele is the most important footballing figure of all time. You know?
Yes.
In the same way, I could argue for Jordan to be the most important basketball figure, but that's to the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Ali to boxing, Tiger Woods to golf.
Yes.
I would argue that Pele is the most important name in football. That has done more to popularize the art form called football than anybody else. But that's another discussion. We're talking to your team now.
Mm-hmm.
Pele can more important to a team than Maradona, but Rooney can't see that. And some very intelligent people on my phone that are disrespectful. No one call him name, I'm a friend.
Oh, don't call him name.
No, but I call him name.
What will the cat? Take the break?
Yeah.
We'll take the break. We're coming back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Lord Keisha, you hear about the little girl we get shot in the community last week?
What do you mean?
I'm here say things are gonna get even crazy, I know, cause them boy they smuggling some new gun the other day.
If me could have said something without bad man hear about me name, me would have talked with me know a long time, you know. Cause for them foolishness always come back for hurt the innocent people in the community.
But you know, say, them have one program where you can actually give information to the police secretly, you know. Customs join up with Crime Stop and start one campaign named Tell Us. So people can give tips and nobody nothing know say them. Them all give out money if the reward lead to an arrest or them can find the gun them.
Boy, honestly, me kind of afraid, you know. But things can't continue, so. Me ready to tell them when me know.
You're right. We have to put a stop to it.
The Jamaica Customs Agency wants you to tell us what you know. Call Crime Stop at 311 to share information about illegal guns and other contraband coming through our borders. The Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Insurance is easier at JCIA. At JCIA, we are always open with online payments and other services available at your convenience. So, whether you're insuring your business, car, home, and contents, or yourself and family, we are just a click away. Contact any of our offices island-wide by telephone 876-929-5360 or visit our website for details. Great savings, great service, great convenience. Jamaica Cooperatives Insurance Agency Limited.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right,
Mystery man.
Mystery?
Yeah, man, Mystery there again.
How you do, Mystery?
Boy, I'm good. Zidane, you're good today, sir?
Yes, sir. Better.
Yeah, big up yourself. Boy, hey, what are we going to make Rooney sound like a fool on the radio, man? And Rooney is right, you know, Orvile.
Rooney is right?
What do you mean if Rooney right? But because you and Zidane laugh after the man and not give the man a chance to talk. You don't make the man come off a radio like him a madman.
Oh, so you agree? You don't understand what we were saying?
I understand what you are saying, and I also understand what Rooney was saying.
What was Rooney saying?
You and Zidane saying Maradona was more important to Argentina than Pele to Brazil.
Yeah.
Right? And Rooney said, all right, let's look at it. Because Rooney said, I don't know how to come up with that. And I don't know how to come up with it either.
You don't?
No, I don't know how to come up with it.
Well, Mr. Come to defend the man.
Yes, I defend the man. So the man said, all right, let's start from 58. Uno decides you want to start 62. Why not 58?
No, it's not starting anywhere.
Because 58 he was...
Rooney said, all right, let's start at 58. Uno decides you want to start
58 is a given mystery, so he played an important...
The man says, start at 58. How old was Pele 58?
17.
He played and his team won. Right?
Yes.
Maradona at 17 was which year? 1978. What do you mean? He did not play. He was the same age as Pele.
We're talking about when he was playing, though, you know. We never...
You can't use
Mystery. No. We're talking about Maradona to the teams that Argentina... No. We're talking about Maradona playing for the Argentine team. We're not talking about before. It's not which one more important for Argentina, you know. It's for the Argentine football team when they play where you
for the Argentine team. But you're making it seem as if it is only Maradonna's brilliance why they were able to win, and not so much of the other players. That's why he was more important, you know. But I'm putting it to you that 1978, Maradona did not play.
But Maradona was not a part of the team in 1978.
He could have been, you know. He was 17.
Yeah.
Just like Pele was 17.
Yeah, but that would be. But if Maradona had played, my boss, then you could have said.
Hold on. Let's talk what happened.
But hold on,
he did not play.
But hold on, Mr. Man. Then for 78, fine. But they didn't win with Maradona in 78, so that argument can be utilized.
But it means that the team is a quality team.
That team in 78, Maradona played in 86 and won in 86 and then carried the next Bramble team to the finals in 90, my boss.
Don't go up when me no gone it. Me still there 17.
But you can't there 17. Maradona did not exist in 78 in terms of playing for Argentina, my boss.
He was 17-year-old.
He was not a part of the team. It was irrelevant. It is a relevant point you're making, Mr. Man.
Well, don't make it irrelevant until you hear it.
Mystery, yes.
Maradona was 17 years old in 1978. Pele was 17-year-old in 1958. Pele played and his team won. Maradona did not play and his team won. So it means that Maradona's team is a quality team. You can't do the same thing I'm going to do with Rooney.
No.
But the fact that they won without Maradona in 1978 tell me that the team is a quality team. Am I wrong or am I right?
Well, Rooney and Mr. Man, boy. I can't manage this.
No. So hold on. So is a Bramble argument that?
We'll leave a Bramble intelligently.
Tell me where is the Bramble in it?
First of all,
seen it.
In order to find out somebody's importance to a team, they have to play for the team, you know, my boss. And you look at
Avi.
Hold on, you have to look at the effect of them playing and then not playing. You can't talk before.
And I start when him never play.
No, but we're not. No. I'm saying
you have to look when him play and when him not play. I mean, start when him not play.
But that time Maradona at 17, Maradona wasn't Maradona in the context of the discussion, my boss.
What do you mean? Both of them are 17. It's the exact same scenario me appearing.
Lord of His mercy.
When you say Lord of His mercy, what do you mean?
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Man. Let's cut a long story.
Ronaldo, hold on.
Do you believe that Argentina?
Hold on.
Do you believe that? No. Don't run from Maradona. Do you believe that?
I'm coming back to your argument.
Why the man run up on them?
Ronaldo went to the 1994 World Cup, right? Fat Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not play. Good?
Yes.
And Brazil win.
Let me ask you a question.
No, ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
No. It means that Brazil is a quality team without Ronaldo.
Right.
That's it means.
Maradona and Prime now as the main
man. Me no gonna Maradona yet.
Okay.
I'm looking at Pele, Ronaldo, and Maradona. They were all 17 in their first World Cup available to them. Pele played in his and they won. Ronaldo did not play and they won. It tells me that Brazil was a quality team, 94. They did not need Ronaldo. Maradona did not play 78 and they won. So it means that they didn't need Maradona. They were a quality team that won the World Cup without him.
Can I ask you the question now?
Sure, you can ask.
Do you believe that Argentina would come close to winning the World Cup without Maradona in 86?
I didn't watch that World Cup enough to know that. I was really watching Argentina. I don't know much about it.
Then the Maradona play in 86.
Yeah,
you see
they
didn't see individual brilliance. You didn't see the 2 goals against
England.
I
see the brilliance.
Then the 2 goals against Belgium. And that's some normal tapping and some super goal. The man scoring in those over those quarterfinals and semifinals.
The man was brilliant. But that's not the argument.
And he needed to be so brilliant, my boss. You know, see what
I'm trying to paint a picture that without Maradona, that Maradona is more important.
You saw the tapes.
To show that.
You saw the tapes of 70 World Cup.
Why? If mystery is just trying to be difficult.
Yes, no, I'm not trying to. If evidence does not show
if somebody were to ask you,
yes,
Maradona, Argentina without Maradona in the World Cup that they won. Me not talk before him start play for Argentina.
But you have to start this.
No, remember.
You know the
when I tell you that Lara is very important to the West Indies team, I can't when Lara 15 me attack. No most when Lara eligible and start play. Man. If me tell us that Lara was more important to the West Indies than Sachin Tendulkar, you think I when Lara 13 me attack?
No, you can't just jump to win him 100 either. But if Lara
I am talking about at the time when he was playing.
Lara is available to play at 20.
No.
Is available to play.
You can't be important to a team when you not play for the team, my boss.
Then that may tell us the team was a big
so
team.
I'm not talking about the 78 team. I'm talking about
the start of 78.
No.
Me
attack
he was available 78.
No. It's not when he available. Lara was available to West Indies before West Indies started picking him up.
Arville, what we're trying to find out is the quality of the team without Pele. The quality of the team without Maradona.
Somebody's pointing
at
that. Hold on. Somebody's pointing to remind us that 78 and 86 are 8 years apart, so completely different teams. So I don't know why I'm going back to 78.
But I'm even going. But I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Mister, we don't understand well. We don't understand well.
No, man, I understand.
You want to see the quality of the team when this man is playing.
The quality
of the team when he's not playing.
I'm not even talking about the quality, you know. I'm saying which one was more important to them team. I don't. Which one was a more quality team is a separate argument.
That's what saying. Him don't know how you come up with it. I don't know either.
You don't know, Mr. Man.
You don't know. Who is more important to them team? Viv or Lara?
Huh?
Viv or Brian Lara? Who was more important to them team?
Why you going over on cricket, man? We are discuss football, man. On cricket.
I don't blame you for not answering that. But I have to leave it there, mystery.
I know, I have to leave it there.
Then, but you don't want to talk till 4 o'clock.
That make sense.
No, man, it wasn't making any sense.
You're judging this man when he play and when he don't play.
All right, mystery.
And when he never play,
you know, me never believe Rooney could get no help in that argument.
No, man, but the man right.
Man,
right. We don't come up with some arguments when you have no evidence for. You're no man who work without evidence.
You
come up with who is more important without evidence.
Me have no evidence for
no evidence.
Maradona with Argentina with Maradona was more
No, you have no evidence because when he never play 78, then win.
He was not a player on the Argentine team in 78.
Man, he was available and then I pick him and then win. Me wrong, I'm right, sir.
Wrong.
He never available 78 and coach saying I pick him.
He was not playing. So
he I
can't judge your value for your team if you're not playing for the team.
So here.
Me judge your value when you start playing and then after.
How you judge? You must know if you judge the importance. You must have to look when him play and when him not play.
No man, but your career. Your career have to start first.
But he wasn't a part of the team at all.
I love you. Not talk the nonsense.
Your career have to start. After your career start,
when him play.
After your career start.
Important.
No, in the context of when
your career have to start now first. Though.
Foolishness.
All right, my boss.
All right, take it easy.
They got mystery. Man, that's killing it. CC from Portmore.
Yeah, man, I'm there, man. I say from yesterday, I call. I hear this thing bramble up something about the importance of this man in a film team versus the importance of that man. In 1958, right? Because I don't think the 1958 team is this brilliant team, you know.
No. I'm not even. Okay.
Well, a 58, me I thought, man. Only man a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
When he was injured before the
tournament. But he was the best player for Brazil.
Well, I know. He was injured before the tournament and them still carry him.
Yes.
Well, I know. They'll still carry him, you know.
Yes.
He never played the first 2 games. Pele never played the first 2 games, you know.
What were the results?
He was injured.
What were the results of the first 2 games?
Brazil win the game, man. But listen what me
okay.
Listen the importance of Pele.
No. We're not discussing whether Pele was important.
That are not, you know.
No, I said versus Diego Maradona.
Okay, yeah. All right, go ahead.
Prime Diego Maradona, you know, versus this little boy, you know. Prime Diego Maradona versus a little 17-year-old Pele. In the game against Wales, you know, they finished the game 1-0. Who scored the goal? Pele scored the goal. And not even that are the only thing with the 58th World Cup with Pele. In terms of leading up to the World Cup, you know, Brazil was focusing on playing a European style in terms of formation and tactics.
The man is going to, you say, all you got to tell me, it tells you that Pele was important.
No,
so,
but I'm saying.
Get it in your head. Pele was important.
I'm saying to you that without Pele in that World Cup, Brazil would have gone to that World Cup and tried a European style and failed.
Okay, so 1962, you would argue that Pele in 1962 was a bigger player than he was in 58.
Right,
he was no more established.
Pele was a better player.
However, and he played one game.
Pele would have inspired his team to play the Brazilian way from 1959. When the team went to 62 World Cup, the team never had the demons of 1954 and 1950 in their head.
Which demons of 54, by the way?
Listen, The 50 final, the 1950 against Uruguay.
Oh,
when
because
they
you
lost
said
2-1.
1954.
Well, I'm going to tell you, go to 54. When they lost 2-1 to Uruguay and lost the World Cup on home side, then they went and was embarrassed.
You know, CC, I don't think you're addressing the debate that you have here doing. You're all over the place doing a CC.
In 1954, they were embarrassed. And they
CC, you're giving us information that we already know, CC. We're talking about Maradona versus Pele, who was more valuable to their team winning the World Cup.
And I'm saying to you that...
And let me ask you straight forward. Do you think that Pele was more valuable than Maradona in winning for his team?
When did Maradona start scoring or assisting?
No, let me ask you the question. You're not answering the question. Do you think Pele was more valuable in helping his team to win than Maradona?
In 1958, Pele was more valuable to his team than Maradona in 1986.
If a man says Pele in 58 was more important than Maradona, me can't.
No, CC.
That is what I'm arguing.
It's the first time I hear this in my life, you know.
No, man, me can't.
1958 Pele was more important to Brazil winning the World Cup.
The Maradona in 86?
Diego Maradona.
Serious? CC, you serious?
How them say me controversy?
Serious. I tell you this. 1958. As me say, what?
Hold on. Who was the best player? Hold on. Me confused.
It was not Pele who was the best player in 58.
In 58, one to Garrincha. Garrincha was not in the 58 team as well.
Yeah, but Garrincha was another superstar.
So you have two players that were best.
But there was a man in Didi who was voted man of the tournament.
Yeah.
So Pele wasn't even the best player on his own team.
Listen what I'm saying.
Who could have thought that Maradona was the best player in the whole World Cup 86?
Maradona was, listen, two of the...
What do you mean, listen? You don't want to address Didi and Garrincha.
Was prime, in his prime. Pele was a youngster. Pele got young player at the tournament. They never really gave Pele the player of the tournament. They gave Pele the young player of the tournament.
How can you think that you have Garrincha and what's his name, Orville? What's the other one who got player of the tournament?
Didi.
You have two superstars alongside Pele in that team. And you believe Pele's performance was needed more than Maradona and Boston in 86? In CC? You really have to say that with a straight face on the phone, CC?
Zidane. Brazil was not playing. You know what Brazil played? Brazil was trying to play European football.
Brazil was playing European. And Pele get him to play different kind of football at 17.
Pele at 17.
Hey, the next thing we're going to hear say Pele at 17 invented light and healed the dead and raised the sick.
Orville, you see, this is the problem. If you went and you have just a series with them things here. And I stop when we just pull out of the answer me say it. It's not me, it's history say it. And as a matter of fact, you mentioned that Brazil was the favorite. Sweden was the favorite to win that World Cup.
Hold on. What point did I say Brazil was favorite?
Listen, yesterday on the radio, you were saying a team that is favored to win the World Cup.
No, man, we were not talking about 58, though. I don't know who was favorite in 58, sir.
That's Sweden. Sweden was favorite in 58 to win the World Cup, which was at 12 European teams. But as I said, if you take out Pele, if you take out Maradona, neither of the two teams would have won the World Cup.
Why CC a suicide is your comment on the radio? Big up yourself though.
Big up CC.
Talk again.
The management and the staff of the Jamaica Customs Agency extend a sincere thanks and appreciation to you, our valued stakeholders, for your support throughout 2022. We wish for you and your family a blessed, peaceful, and enjoyable Christmas and a prosperous new year. Driven by your mandates, guided by your core values, and girded by your motto, country above self, we look forward to serving you even better in the year ahead. Happy holidays from Jamaica Customs.
Shop with Hilo, it's so easy, no hassle, no more long lines. Shop with Hilo. Hilo online delivers to your door. Shop safe and secure when you're online. Debit or credit card, pay online. And if you're busy all day, Hilo makes it easy.
Now you can download the Hilo app, visit HiloFoodStoresJA.com and pay for your foods online using a debit or credit card, locally or overseas, and have them delivered from selected locations in Jamaica.
Hilo, it's so easy, pay and it's done with Hilo online. Shop with Hilo, Hilo at your fingertips.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
And I love it, brother. See, still there?
No, I'm good.
No, we move on.
I'm good.
Right. Who we have now, Cat? We can arrange for Bishop Man and give you a raise in them. Huh? We have to put up with them something. Be a cut. Leon from St. Mary. Leon. Where Leon? Hello. We're not hearing Leon. Hello?
Yeah, man, hello?
Yes, Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, man, big up on yourself.
What's
up? Yeah, man, me never hear yeah. Yeah, man, you hear me now?
Get loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, man, big up on yourself. Yeah, man, I mean, was the one when I was depressed when Messi win, you know?
Yeah, man, we know it's you. I know it's you.
Yeah, man. But I tell you, when the World Cup start, me I look forward to Messi lose and him face drop a ground. You know, I see when they lose, Zidane. And, yeah, man, that's my highlight of my World Cup since Messi started playing football now. Yeah. All of my World Cups, I when him face drop a ground. I mean, I tell you, when Messi, when you know I'm seeing this time, boy, it licked me. But anyway, New Year, so me I go touch the three sports them. Football, cricket, and basketball. Yeah, man, football first. Pele's death and the all that surround it, gentlemen. I want to compare it to when Maradona died. Which one of these is a larger news event?
Pele. You say because Pele has been sick for a long time, it was kind of expected. I'm not arguing though who is a bigger footballing name. You know. I think Pele
that's what I'm asking. That's
overall. I think Pele do more for football than Maradona.
But I think when I look at the BBC stand and I see Pele's death and the funeral and people paying tributes and stuff around. When Maradona died, it wasn't the same. Because
you didn't see
Maradona died last year. Right?
You didn't see it on the BBC?
Not in the same way as Pele.
Okay.
They carry this like wall to wall.
All right, if you're arguing who made a bigger impact on the world in football, may that go Pele.
Right. Yeah. Because this is what I thought is that it was like a Michael Jackson versus Whitney Houston when both of them died.
All right, so we agree.
Pele was like Michael Jackson, you know.
Pele created more impact outside of the football field than Maradona.
Yes.
Yeah, and
although they have a church in Argentina, they have a Yale Maradona and thing. But you could say that Pele did more too.
So Maradona had more like hardcore fans.
All right, give Pele that.
The hardcore football fans.
During the 50s and 60s and 70s, you could say Pele did more for the sport than what Maradona did for the sport.
It's like Pele touched more lives. People who are not football, natural football people.
All right. I'm prepared to give you that. What else you got?
Yeah, man, I go basketball now. So, during the last couple of days, I see the youth round at Cleveland. Him score what, 72 points?
Yes.
72 or 71?
71.
I'm see Giannis dropped 55 last night.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and I see your ball at the Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped some ball.
Yes.
I dropped some points at least, because I now defend like I'm used to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, what go on? What the man might drink? Why not the water?
Why there's an uptick in terms of points. I see some people saying it's basically they're thinking is that referees are calling the game away where the defenders are not particularly.
Yeah, that may have said.
So, because you don't want to get in foul trouble. If the referee's calling the game in a soft way, some touch fouls, so you go and be less aggressive defensively. Yeah.
Right.
That's one of the theories. Also, you can say this 3-pointers are being taken more. And I think more talent is in the league now as well.
Mitchell is a very streaky guy, explosive and streaky. Mitchell is a guy who will come one night and get 12 points and come one night and get 48,
Mm-hmm.
He's like that sometimes. He's all right, but he's not bankable. His jump shot is not as bankable as some other guys.
Yes, he's a pretty good player though.
Yeah, man, because he slashes.
Yeah.
He goes to the rim a lot of times. When his jump shot is not working, he goes to the rim. So yeah, you see. Yeah, man. And last call at the cricket. Run a Pakistan, may I go Orvile.
Yeah.
What a dreadful pitches the band and prepare, man.
Well, you mean too batting friendly?
Yeah, man. Right, sure. Even the pitches that England beat them, man. And some sitting with flat. May I say?
Well, if England can take 20 wickets in all three,
no, the thing about England, I don't know. England is like, I don't know. If them colonial mindset, man, them figures them can beat you anyway,
No. England has never whitewashed Pakistan in Pakistan before.
But nobody never anybody ever did.
We don't know, but we know England never do it. So even though the wickets may have been flat, the fact that England managed to get 20 wickets in all three tests, you can't just say outright flat.
No, what them do, because this is what me I notice in Pakistan do. They make a big score first inning, because the last day general is moving there, you know. The pitch kind of deteriorates.
No, man, but no.
Day.
I'm trying to get you to understand what flat wicket means.
Right.
You don't get that team winning 3-0, bowling down team for a little bit in the second innings every time, and then say that the wickets were completely flat. Now, I'm not saying that the wickets were raging monsters, you know. But England managed to get 20 wickets in all three, you know, really flat wickets. Or when you struggle to get wickets even on day 5.
When I say positive things happen to positive people, you know, I say England a play a brand of cricket way.
No, man, England a play a brand of cricket with them batting. Them still have to bowl down, man.
When I say, then get the rubber. When you're positive, man, tough happen for you.
Big man, the wickets weren't as flat as Oya, man. That's all, man.
So one to the one them, but you realize the Pakistan go through a whole, what you call that, a season now without winning a match.
You know, here the man just jump from the thing when I say I'm Ghana one.
No, I say them I go through a.
That's a different argument, you know, so make we move after the first.
Make a different argument, obviously.
But at least if you acknowledge the thing, them way you just say never rational
flat.
to begin.
These are flat cricket them.
That a team.
Me know flat cricket, Orvile. I mean to say a flat cricket. Okay. Man, I make 500, I play 400, I play 300, I declare. A Pakistan feel on the last innings them all the while, you know.
And that if one team is constantly failing the last innings.
Because generally on the last day the wicket deteriorate.
And me I tell you, so when the wicket really flat, day 4 and day 5, no matter the game will just peter out in some draw. Just understand me, I said, man.
So what happens? The wicket are flat?
I'm saying they are not as flat as you are making them out to be.
But then the wicket are flat.
Lord. All right, sir.
Like, hey, all right, big up on the side.
That year, you know. They just have so me say. Anything you want to say after that?
All right, my boss.
All right.
Yeah, so how many games were played in 58? 6? 6 and not 7?
6.
Brazil scored what? 16 goals? How many goals did Pele score?
6.
So they scored 10 goals in 6 games without Pele. Without Pele getting on the score sheet. And his main role at that stage was as Reese as an out-and-out forward.
Yeah.
So where did that 10 goals them come from? 10 goals in a World Cup game, in a World Cup tournament is a lot, you know, for a team, you know.
Yeah.
And Pele, and that they scored 10 goals without Pele, basically. So he scored 6 and they scored 16 overall. Okay. In 86 though, how much goal them scored out?
I think they were 13 or 14 goals and Maradona scored 5 and assisted with 5.
With 5. So Maradona was integral in everything Argentina did.
No, me not argue that. It's not with me.
All right. We go to another.
St. Diego. Hello? We have St. Diego. All right, we're coming back. We're coming back to St. Diego.
Hello?
Hello? Low. Low. All right, we have St. Diego.
Yes, I'm connected now.
Yes.
Yes, I was hearing you clearly, gentlemen, but you weren't hearing me.
Oh, all right. Now everybody hearing everybody.
Yes, enough respect to the Reverend John Wayne Manning and his staff, spreading the gospel, doing a lot of good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Enough respect also to Leon of St. Mary, who you just spoke with.
Yeah.
Respect his frankness and his honesty. Being depressed by Messi winning the World Cup. So was I.
Man, we can't hear it when you speak, man.
Yes, man. We have to be frank. No, Jigo. Well, welcome back, Zidane.
Yes.
And you spoke to a caller earlier, Mr. Jigo.
Mm-hmm.
And in closing, you said to him, yes, indeed, intelligent people do know what you mean by commenting finally with respect to Pele's passing. In fact, Jigo failed to point out to you that I in fact had said it yesterday, that I understood why you made that comment, though it was insensitive, inappropriate, even uncouth. But I said I understood where you're coming from.
Of all the sporting topics going around,
right?
That you pick up, that you call for talk about.
Of all the what?
Sporting topics going on. That's what you decided to come and talk about yesterday.
No, I spoke of it because yesterday was Pele's funeral. And you know, eulogy, people always speak good of people and they're dead. And I noticed you're conspicuously absent. I was told you were ill. So I said, okay, no, it's not that you're avoiding addressing Pele on the day of his funeral. I was told you were ill. No, Zidane, please do not make an enemy of me. You will not like it.
An enemy of you?
Yes, that's what I just said. Orville.
Yes, sir.
I just go on to something else now. We are missing people like Pioneer and Baggio on the program, you know, particularly Baggio, a man of the cloth. Because yesterday, you quoted a scripture, and you read half of the verse, Orville. When I went to my Bible, I realized that you stopped where there was no full stop. You stopped at Hannah.
St. Diego, you lose the argument. Move on, man.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. You quoted 2 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 12. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor. And you stop there. Now, the verse went on to say, there's a comma after honor, not a full stop. It says, such as none of the kings have had.
Actually, I did read that part as well.
That have been before thee.
But I read that part, St. Diego.
Neither shall there after.
Did I read that part?
Have the like. So what God was saying is not that Solomon wasn't rich, but no man will ever be rich as him, neither before nor after. So when for instance Mount Salem asks, "How can you offer riches to a man that is rich?" When Adam Stewart took over CEO of Sandals, he started as a rich man. When Solomon took over the kingdom, Solomon was born rich, Orville.
All right, St. Jacob. Me think that argument there is dead and buried. Leave it, man. No bother.
Well, I will just quote another verse for you. Same 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 2. And this is David speaking. No, I prepared with all my might for the house of my God, the gold for the things of gold, silver for the things of silver, brass for the things of brass, iron, wood, everything you need, stones. David provided everything for Solomon to build the temple. You know, people talk about Solomon building the temple. David fell out of grace with God, because he spilled too much blood and God said he won't build the temple. So Solomon got a privilege. But Solomon got all the riches. When Solomon took on Sheba, it was before the trip and the speaking with God. Sheba was attracted to Solomon because of his riches, some people think.
What does that have to do with the argument we're talking about?
No, the very point, and Mr. Man made it to you yesterday. And some people say Solomon lived to 80, some said to 60. But the numbers is and when I mentioned 70, all of that was just by the way. The important point was that when Solomon was offered anything in life, he was already rich. He was born rich. And that is what Mr. Man was saying to you, Orville. But you have a style of trying to ridicule San Diego. I notice you.
San Diego.
You have been doing it for years, Orville Higgins.
I don't need to ridicule you, you know.
Orville Higgins, you have been trying that. You have, I warn you, try not to ostracate.
Ostracate?
You call us.
Ostracate? What do you mean?
Try not to
You want to say ostracize? Maybe?
Ostracize.
I could help you with a little words every now and then.
Exactly. Try not to ostracize your callers, Orville. And Diego warn you about it, you know.
Who have I ostracized?
No. You do things that could cause people not to want to call you. And Diego warn you about it.
St. Diego.
You said your mother told you about it also.
St. Diego, I want to...
You have been attempting for years, Orville, to ridicule me.
Me? I try to ridicule
yes,
you.
Higgins.
St. Diego, you do a very good job of ridiculing yourself.
Exactly, and you try to further it.
All right. So, make me not do this, man. Are you call the program and I bring up an argument where you don't lose already, you know, sir? Allow the argument, man.
Whether win or lose.
You don't know it, man.
The point I'm trying to make was that, and a man called it this morning and said, how can you offer riches to a man who already rich? Ronaldo is rich, and they're offering him $400 million US a year.
St. Diego, you have lost this argument.
Whether win or lose, the fact of the matter is Solomon was rich.
Calm down. When God get it in your pipe and smoke it, you're dead wrong. When God, according to the Bible, and maybe the story is not even true. Who knows?
No, but I'm saying when God
asked Solomon, what is it you want? Riches or wisdom.
No,
It
God
was in
didn't
the
put out any options.
It was in the context of if and him ask
did
wisdom
not
and him
put
get
out
well. Big
any
man,
options.
who you want? You want to get some religious people on the radio?
I'm reading from the Bible, Orville.
Me say if you want to get some more religious people.
I'm reading from the Bible. God did not give him any
Yeah,
options.
we call Bishop Manny.
God asked, what do you want? He did not mention no riches, nor no honor, nor no wisdom.
All right,
it's Solomon who chose wisdom.
St. Diego, nice try.
A Christian person is telling me that you're correct.
Them not always correct, St. Diego, not dead. Them know St. Diego. St. Diego. St. Diego does not try best, and I said, me, I ridicule him, you know. People who not think try ridicule me, St. Diego, nice try. It was nice talking to you, St. Diego. I don't want to, whatever them to use.
Ostracize.
No, I told him what the word was. Right, St. Diego, you know me never want to do this to you, man. Just call and talk some sports next time. I'm not do that. Next break, we're coming back.
Whatever the times, whatever you do, Hanes underwear is the brand for you. Hanes underwear for the perfect fit. Hanes underwear is a hit. Dressing up to go with Hanes under is how we flow. Comfort and style for everyone. A favorite for generations. Hey, Hanes. Hanes for the perfect fit. Hanes is a hit.
Hanes, the must-wear underwear.
The Omega Radio Network. Wake up! This is Chopper Ranks, and you're listening to the Omega Radio Network.
This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, Senior Pastor from the Omega Church International Ministry. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is in your neighborhood. Top of the hour to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Bishop John Wayne Manning on the Real Talk Show, where the talk is the talk and the walk is the walk. Tune in and listen to our programs Monday through Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. on the Real Talk. Good morning, top of the hour to you and your family. Tell a friend, call a friend, and tell them to tune in and listen to Omega Radio.
Thank you, Father. Just like Moses crossing the Red Sea. Thank you, Father.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
But the man to me, let's not use the word. I accept it's a slip of the tongue, St. Diego. May I ostracize God? No, so I'm not do that. Rollington Town.
Orville, what's up?
I'm going to try ostracize you from the show. What do you think?
Well, you know, you're going to have to come with a rocket. Them things that just bounce out.
Oh, it's mercy, my God. What you said to them?
Anyway, first, on a serious note, you know, I'd like to offer condolences to the Kentish family of Rollington Town.
Mm-hmm.
A family that has produced some of the best sports people ever produced in Rollington Town.
Yeah.
From cricket right down to basketball, football, all of these games, the Kentish family has excelled in. And athletics is the latest one I hear that we'll be seeing probably more than one in the next season.
Yeah.
Anyway, Orville, tell me something now. A little team named Manchester United, which has been down in the grave. I have had to hide from certain people at times based on what was happening with Man U.
Yeah.
And I have seen this gentleman Ten Hag come along, and there's a big difference. As a matter of fact, there are certain people that have been sidelined. What's your opinion? You believe it does show now that the presence of these certain players was creating problems, and what the coaches before would put up with and leave. Ten Hag said, boy, him not leaving.
Yeah.
The man them have to leave. And it's a different man we're looking at now. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is that Ten Hag has done well. He has he underwent a lot of criticism. There were a lot of coaching changes at Man U. I don't know that what I'm going to say is no mystery. He has done well with the team. They are doing better than they have done for a little while.
Well, all of these.
Yeah, the point I was making earlier, look at the last 3 games. Though. You expect them, even with me managing the team, to beat Nottingham Forest, Wolverhampton, and Bournemouth. So that's 3 wins in a row in the Premier League, and it's Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Bournemouth. So I'm still waiting. He's doing well, but I'm not going to give him the kingship yet.
I didn't know that you were, because you're the main man,
Yeah, man.
So
So
one of the people.
the next Premier League game you have Rollington Town is against Manchester City at Old Trafford.
Oh Lord, well, I'm not worried about
Even if you don't win the game, let's see how you look, because over the last 3 or 4 years, you have been completely bamboozled by Manchester City.
Exactly.
So if you're competitive,
I will agree with that.
Yes.
I will agree with that, because I remember when Arteta came in. I've never been an Arsenal follower, but I was one of the first person that mentioned, why is it they won't give this young man a chance and allow him? And see where Arteta is now. So, what Ten Hag has done is he has removed the problem.
Yeah. He's instilling discipline. Because I know that the reason why Rashford didn't start the previous game is because he was some disciplinary issue. He started from the bench.
Yes, and believe you me, I didn't like it, but the coach had some good reasons why he had to do these things.
Yeah.
You understand? And he has shown himself to really. So, I'm looking for better things from Man U. There are quite a few followers in Rollington Town here that are Manchester United. Some of them have to keep quiet.
Yes.
Because, with what was happening. But
yeah, man.
You gradually
That's
see
what,
them coming out.
So that's why the people say me and a Arsenal supporter, because I was keeping quiet. Can't take the stress, I was taking a back seat and not saying much. Because there's not much to say when you're getting beaten left, right, and center.
Oral Tracy, my gosh, man, I'm going to look for him now, because him is a man that didn't spare the rod when it comes to Man U. The man called Man U some ghastly names, man. I tell you, man.
Yeah.
But Oral, watch it.
Yes. All right, Rollington.
Thank you, man. Take it easy, no?
Yeah, man.
For the time being.
Cool.
All right. Who we got to know? Cornelius.
Hello.
I heard some sound here like Cornelius was on the line. We lost Cornelius. All right, let's try somebody else.
Call back Cornelius. You were up and apparently something went wrong. We have not. All right, apparently they're trying to get Cornelius back.
Yeah, man. So I'm waiting. As I said, he's doing a good job in terms of managing the players and ensuring that the players are in line with everything disciplinary-wise. But in terms of the result, he has had some winnable games in the last 3 games. So I'm waiting to see tougher games. We're not halfway through the season yet. So he's heading in the right direction. That is the United coach, Ten Hag. But I want to see some more to say. Yes, they have turned the corner, and this manager is definitely the right man for the job. And Casemiro, even though they say it wasn't his signing, Casemiro is doing so well for the United, right?
Including scoring what they have.
Yes. Who we have now? G-Star.
Yes, gentlemen. Afternoon and Happy New Year to y'all and your listeners. Ain't
Yeah, yes, man. What on G-Star?
There. Something happened in the... Oh, by the way, you're talking about Arsenal. Donald Boba Reed, I forget him, respect and him props. Because he's the person I heard on this radio station really bigging up and backing Arteta. And Arteta seems to be doing a good job. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but we haven't heard from Boba. Is he in the island?
No, I don't.
Him fly out. Yeah, man, Boba, forget some credit on this with you.
Not some. Holy,
yeah.
All right. No, unfortunately, gentlemen, I was watching that.
As I said that, though, but we have to be consistent on a radio. He was one of them that was knocking Eddie Howe, saying that it was more about the signings coming in than Eddie Howe was the manager. Eddie Howe is in 3rd position in the league, ahead of Man U and Chelsea and Liverpool. So we have to take some licks in that regard.
Zidane, you're dangerous, you know. I'm trying to prop him up, and you're trying to bring him down. Why? Anyway, so the thing set. Yeah, I was watching the NFL Monday Night Football game, gentlemen, and I saw something that I haven't seen before, right? A player got hit. He was the one who was tackling the wide receiver from the Bengals.
Her name Damari. Hamilton.
Hamlin.
Hamlin.
His first name starts with a D.
Yeah.
And his last name is Hamlin. He's actually a backup to one of the Pro Bowlers, Micah Hyde. He's a backup who came in, but he's been playing fairly well, right? Buffalo's the team that I'm backing for the Super Bowl, right, by the way. So anyways, so he committed the tackle, and then it was a nice tackle. And then I see him get up quickly, and then he dropped just as quickly as he got up, right? So me now, I'm like, whoa, that looks like a serious concussion, because there's a player from the Miami Dolphins named Tua. Basically, maybe about 2 months ago, the exact same thing happened, right? So, I'm watching it and doing other things, and then coming back now, and I noticed that they went away from the broadcast to the studio. I've been watching NFL for a very long time. They have never, ever, ever done that, right? So I'm thinking, okay, this is super serious now, right? So long story short now, it turns out that the fellow got a cardiac arrest, right?
Yeah.
And they weren't able to, they were never going to continue that game because, it's one thing when you have a broken ankle or,
yes.
You break your leg or something like that. They even had people who broke their neck, right? In an NFL game, and the game continued. But that game couldn't continue. You know why? Because everybody's too shaken up. How they're going to feel is they're going to personalize and say, boy, that could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way they could go out there, right? Yes. But I'm surprised now, Zidane, because I even heard this from other people, that somebody in the Euros had a heart attack. I can't remember his name.
Christian
name Ericsson.
Ericsson, yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
the game still continued.
Yeah, they asked them
Did it continue?
Yep. I'm trying to remember. I think it did, The game continued. Sean was... We're going to double check.
Yeah, so at the end of the day now, we know that NFL has to... The game is going to go on, right? Of course, I hope that the gentleman will pull through, because apparently he's still in critical condition, right? And I heard he was in a coma. I'm not so sure about that, but I heard he was in a medically induced coma. So it's serious business. Apparently, I thought it was a concussion. Apparently, what happened was the player who he tackled, his face mask, the helmet, hit the guy in the chest, and that would cause the trauma to his heart, right? So NFL is a very, very, very violent game.
Very, indeed. Hold the line, OG Star. Hold the line. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
It's the Everybody Sale at New Budget Supplies. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagleyburg Road. Telephone 923-4560.
The time by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, is 3 o'clock.
It's now time for This Day in Sports, a feature highlighting historical events in sports.
On January 4, 1887, Thomas Stevens became the first man to bicycle around the world.
That was This Day in Sports, a feature highlighting historical sporting events.
The following segment is sponsored by Express Fitness, your goal, our mission. Sampras Cash and Carry, smarter shopping.
Omega Radio now presents a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
Clean and disinfect surfaces frequently daily. This includes tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks. If surfaces are dirty, clean them. Use detergent or soap and water prior to disinfection.
Omega Radio has just presented a health alert, sponsored by New Budget Supplies, always the best prices, and Bashco, the store that gives you more.
It's now time for Anybet Tips, presented by Anybet, your best bet.
Alrighty then, let's try and help the listeners to win with Anybet. And we're talking about here a first game against in the Premier League. This is tomorrow, and this is Chelsea versus Manchester City. They host Manchester City at Stamford Bridge. The odds of a Chelsea win is $5. The odds of a draw is $4.10, and the odds of a Manchester City win is $1.56 or $1.65 rather. And this one is going to be a tight one. Chelsea is on the rope right now. The coach is being questioned, losing, not getting the results. Tough one to call. I think Chelsea will dig in though. I think they will find a way, and they will hold on. I think this one will end in a 1-1 draw. Haaland heavily dependent on for goals. He's scoring goals, but not getting a lot of goals elsewhere. So I think Chelsea will find a way at Stamford Bridge to get a point from this one against Manchester City. All right, the other game we're looking at now is Aston Villa versus, this is Fulham versus Chelsea again. And now this is 2 weeks from today, and the odds of a Fulham win is $3.85. The odds of a Chelsea win is $1.95. The odds of a draw is $3.60. And Chelsea to get the win at $1.95. So Chelsea will get a win and a draw over their next 2 games. So don't worry, Chelsea fan, they will be back in business soon.
Anybet Tips was presented by Anybet, your best bet.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, back with the G-Star. G-Star?
Yeah.
Yes, back with you.
My time now. I think the gentleman's name is DeMar, but don't like DeRozan, but don't quote me on that. So here's the interesting thing with this thing now, right? That game was for the number 1 seed in the conference, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's another team, Kansas City, led by Patrick Mahomes. They're they're right on the heels of the Buffalo Bills, right? So if the Buffalo Bills tie or lose that game, then that's going to give Kansas City the number 1 seed, and that will kind of mess a whole lot of things up.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like the integrity of the playoffs is on the line.
So there's no room for them to get this game in? To reschedule this game?
No, because the last week of the NFL season is on Sunday, and then the playoffs start the week after that. So the only thing they can do is push everything down a week. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's 2 weeks in the Super Bowl, so is the NFL going to push everything down a week? Are they going to delay the Super Bowl? So logistics-wise...
It's going to be difficult for you to delay the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it?
They say logistics-wise and integrity of the playoffs-wise, this is uncharted territory. So
so Sean is saying you could just make it the 1 week before the Super Bowl. So that extra week you could fit it in, push it back. So the Super Bowl wouldn't be moved, but instead of 2 week break before the Super Bowl, it would only be 1.
They only have 1 week.
That could work. That could work.
And so that might be it. So but the question is now are they going to delay? You understand? Are they going to delay the playoffs a week to fit this game in? Because this game has serious consequences. It's not just like a little no-name game.
Yeah. Good point.
Huge game. Right? So that the whole league is watching. So we shall see how it turns out. Commissioner is a fairly smart man, except for the Ray Rice situation. All right, next thing now, quickly. I don't know if I'm going to have time for it, though. You know what? Yeah, let's talk about it quickly. The Brooklyn Nets, Zidane.
Yes.
I said to you that Steve Nash, I've been saying it for how long? Steve Nash. And y'all didn't give him my respect, just like I never give Bubba him respect. Steve Nash is the cause of the Brooklyn Nets to be garbage, right? They got rid of Steve Nash, and they're now the best team in the league since Steve Nash has been fired.
So you're saying the reason why now they are the best team in the league is because of the new coach?
Not the only reason.
No, what is the main reason?
The main reason. Why? Because Steve Nash is the worst professional coach I've ever witnessed in my life.
You believe that the reason why Kevin Durant play out of his skin and Kyrie Irving play well is because of tactics?
Defensively? Yes. Have you watched them though? Here's my question to you. Have you actually watched their defense and see what they're doing defensively? No. as opposed to before?
You're very naive, G-Star.
Answer that question.
No, I think the coach, the players did not like Steve Nash. I heard some things that was said in front of Steve Nash by Kyrie Irving. Total dislike or disregard for Steve Nash, and they wanted him out. That's what I believe.
All right.
So they weren't putting out the effort.
All right, let me give you a quick fact. Kevin Durant, after his game, his last game, the one before this one, has said, and he said this, and he was just saying it matter-of-factly, obviously, the turning point was when Jack Vaughn became the head coach. Literally, Kevin Durant.
Let me ask that question. Wasn't the Brooklyn Nets without Kyrie Irving an inch away from going through to the Eastern Conference finals when Bucks went on to win?
You brought up this point again.
Who was the coach?
Steve Nash.
Oh, so Steve
Nash.
Nash.
Does that mean that Steve Nash was doing a good job?
No.
Hold on.
You
ask a question. May I answer,
no, but you ask me a question.
Go on.
You have to be consistent.
Okay.
If you want to say the reason why they are doing well now is because they got rid of Steve Nash. When they were doing well then, why you don't want to credit Steve Nash?
Okay, here's my question. And I'm gonna answer with a statement. Right? There's a difference between winning with somebody and winning in spite of somebody.
But you're making my point from me.
But do you understand that difference?
Yes, but you're actually making my point with that point that you made.
Which is what?
That despite Steve Nash, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, especially Kevin Durant, played his heart out and he got results for his team.
Sure, but are you aware?
So don't tell me that the reason why they're that bad is because of Steve Nash.
Are you aware of erosion, brother?
No,
erosion. These things happening now. It's difficult to overcome.
Without Kyrie Irving, them almost beat the champions that year,
boss. But hold on,
no, with Kyrie Irving, you're saying they're struggling more, and it's because of the coach. You can't be the coach.
Hold on, G-Star don't know nothing. So why would Kevin Durant say? Obviously,
because Kevin Durant, they never like the coach anymore. They don't want him there, my boss. They bad mouth the coach.
Brother, you have to start analyzing the game.
No man is you are struggling, my boss.
Start analyzing the game.
The man them almost got to the NBA championship game without Kyrie Irving.
What did they almost?
Kyrie Irving
that was the second round. That wasn't the final.
Yeah, but they would have beat the but Hawks. No man, but Hawks, they would have played Hawks and everybody would have beat Hawks.
Okay,
they would have beat the Hawks. You don't know the game, man. So they would have been in the finals basically. Without Kyrie Irving. No, you had Kyrie Irving with the same coach and you say they're no longer good.
Hold on,
it's because of coaching.
Hold on. I don't know why you want to take me on this and it's silly. Here's my simple question. Does coaching matter, yes or no?
Overrated in basketball.
Does coaching matter, yes or no?
When you have the talent like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, it's not significant, my boss.
Hold on. You see, you just put your foot in your mouth.
When you have talent like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, it's not.
So when you have Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, did coaching no matter?
I never said it doesn't matter.
So answer the question.
I said it's not significant as you're making it out.
So you're stumbling and bumbling now?
Man, stumbling and bumbling.
You're stumbling and bumbling. If coaching matters when you have a...
I never said it doesn't matter, my boss. I'm saying not as significant as you're making it out to be.
Okay, tell me the significance then. How much does it matter?
The reason why they were struggling bad is because Kevin Durant was not playing as hard as he can play, and Kyrie Irving was all over the place talking about other things and not focusing on basketball.
Oh boy, Zidane, you're the greatest, you know. You're the greatest. I'll leave it there.
Big up
leave it there, G-Star.
Yeah, man.
All right. Music now.
Music brought to you by... Is Yaba again today?
Yeah, man. It's Yaba, man. Yaba Music and HKM.
Yes, man.
For people who dream in color. All right, so I have the Yaba music that we'll play, and it's one that we've played quite a lot. I know you like it. I know it's growing on you all. It's Tomorrow Night. And that's our Yaba selection for the day. All right, so it's called Yabba. And it's tomorrow night, brought to you by Edgechem for people dreaming color. And of course, Yabba music itself. Check me if you want a copy of the album. We'll take a break.
Lord Keisha, you hear about the little girl we get shot in the community last week?
What do you mean?
I'm here say things are gonna get even crazy, I know, cause them boy they smuggling some new gun the other day.
If me could have said something without bad man hear about me name, me would have talked with me know a long time, you know. Cause for them foolishness always come back for hurt the innocent people in the community.
But you know, say, them have one program where you can actually give information to the police secretly, you know. Customs join up with Crime Stop and start one campaign named Tell Us. So people can give tips and nobody nothing know say them. Them all give out money if the reward lead to an arrest or them can find the gun them.
Boy, honestly, me kind of afraid, you know. But things can't continue, so. Me ready to tell them when me know.
You're right. We have to put a stop to it.
The Jamaica Customs Agency wants you to tell us what you know. Call Crime Stop at 311 to share information about illegal guns and other contraband coming through our borders. The Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolios. That's Financially Speaking on Omega Radio, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. Who we have now? Pine Action.
Bless up, Zidane.
Blessings.
And the people them over KLS, they go for themselves. Anyway, Zidane. I mean, I listened from earlier, but through my credit is done, me have to go get some credit in my mouth. Because me hear a man attack you. Like him I say, a man that report you yesterday, right?
Yes.
And about the telemessage thing. But you what? You know, you should tell the man, they say, don't bully me about no Messi and about no Pele thing, because not one of the national player who went to the World Cup, who is on their job now and who is free, not one of them attend Pele funeral.
Oh.
Not one.
Yes.
So where?
Not one of them. I know Neymar didn't go, but I never knew it was. So none of the players on the national. Yes.
I was listening to a former Brazilian employee of the JFF and management, I am sure, sports last night. And the man said, me and him attacked the man, me have to tell him, this is a disgrace, not one of the current players, one of the players who went to this World Cup over Qatar go to that man's funeral. Who was home, don't go, and who was away, don't find a way to go. The man said Neymar always find a way to get a red card to celebrate his New Year's. When New Year comes, to come home, come celebrate, but he couldn't find a way to get a red card to go to the King's funeral. That's how the people to come tell we about Pele when him people them over Brazil and rate him.
Well, this is an interesting point you're making in a Pine Action.
That's when I ask some people, and me say, just listen to my, and I am sure sports last night. And man in front of you listen, call the show, I explain it. When Mr. Montesa was saying it on the show last night, he was there sitting with man.
Alfredo Montesa.
Yeah, and
yes.
He said that. And he agreed with me that it's a disgrace, it's an embarrassment. Because I know, if one of our icons passed away, this is like Bob Marley passed away.
But I tell you, the way the modern day people is Messi, them God in them boss.
All over Brazil.
Yes. The world is...
But that me I tell you how some people are running for you, but you not say this or you not say that. If them misunderstand what you say, them not nobody bully and tell them nothing. Tell them to them to go talk.
The man I tell me say, Zidane, don't make me your enemy, you know, Zidane. You would like it.
Yeah, that's why I tell him. So me tell all the people that want to farm on this man show say, if you really is the Pele are the god of football, you don't supposed to support Brazil and nothing with them do no more when that national team go on the board. If you don't respect and love Pele that much. Because you hate me when we say Messi are the god over Pele, them hate we.
Yes.
You know, hate the players them when they go him funeral and celebrate him death and all this great man. Disrespect them, disrespect
yeah, man, Jamaicans are cussing for rate Messi over Pele. I have a whole lot of Brazilian who think Messi is the greatest of all time.
And they don't attend his funeral. Two things that. All right, now, let me move right along. You have a little time today now. No, this youth will get crippled the other day in the game. We got that cardiac arrest in the NFL game.
Yeah. He's on life support in hospital, right?
Yes.
Why? Look, so serious.
Listen, man, the youth is 24 years old, you know. We said, me feel it for the youth. Me cry. I feel it more than how I feel it for all of my sons. Because them not go through them things. This is a youth who was at 12 years old. He see his father go to prison in Pittsburgh for selling drugs. And he decides, say, him now go that route, him go and make himself a better man. You know him though? He was so good in high school playing the football that him leave, him get up to go to all the top Division 1 college in America. The Alabamas, the LSU and all of them schools. You know him though? Him said, no, I'm staying at Pittsburgh because I have a little brother and I want to make sure I can make a better example for him so he don't end up like my father and all these other men in this part of Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
This youth stay home, make sure his little brother grow up, get right, do him thing, him father come from prison and him get there do him thing. You know, so the youth do a thing now where him say, you know, say, the youth him in the community and them place a struggle. Between Pittsburgh where him come from and where him playing him football now. Upper Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Him have this organization where him the ties for kids. You know the beauty about it? The youth was trying to make $25,000 per year. You see since him injuries between Sunday night and today is over $7 million people donate to him charity. You know?
Excellent. Yes.
Over $7 million. So yes, youth. Go on. So when him wake up now all time, coma or whatever now and him see that, it's a joy, you know?
Yes.
And this is the kind of thing where we're looking forward to see some people. It's a great youth. And I tell you what, me is not a godly man, but me pray for him every day, every minute.
Yeah, but hopefully he pulls through, my boss. Definitely.
I want to see him pull through. Great youths like these to stay together.
Yeah, man.
And before I go, I am willing to apologize to anyone that I offended when they're ready to tell me what I did to offend them. And we come to the truth. Bye, have a great day. We're done, sir.
All right.
If I not say no, me no want to hear no man tell me to apologize. But no, tell me when to apologize and I will apologize. Anybody I offended from now on, I will apologize to you whenever you tell me what I did wrong publicly, and I will apologize publicly if I am wrong.
All right, Piney. All right, big up yourself. All right, a couple of United fans reminding me that they're saying I'm harping on the last 3 games that Man didn't really play against anybody, but they're saying that I must remember that the man beat Liverpool, beat the league leaders Arsenal, beat Tottenham. So Ten Hag is really, really doing well. So he must show the mettle against the top teams, and he's shown some consistency. So it's more than just beating the three teams in the recent games, which is true.
All right. So we go back on Sunny Shade.
Sunny Day.
Yo.
I think it's Sunny Day.
It's Sunny Day.
Yeah. I'm really good.
It's Sunny Shade, Missy.
Yo.
All right.
Hello?
Yes, man. We're hearing your Sunny Day.
Yes, man. Bless up. What
say you today?
Yes. Zidane, you know, somebody wants to see if I can't let you know I have time to get in a question. Come here, you drop some things already, and I say, where you get them things from? So what I know, Zidane, you're saying that Pele, right, was not as significant to Brazil winning as Maradona was for Argentina?
Maradona was more important to his team, winning.
You determine that now?
Yeah, he had to deliver more. He had to do more. He was needed more to be
still
more
in question,
dominant.
Man. No, man. My God, just said that ourselves because we're going to get to it. So all I know, and you base that on what in terms of having to do more because he had more stars around.
Yeah, man. The less quality you have around him, man. And when I say the players, them were poor players for Maradona, but it wasn't a super team anywhere close to like Spain, Germany of 2014, and Brazil of 70 and those sort of teams.
You know, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so you know, in 1962, right? Brazil, Pele only played 1 game.
Yes.
And got injured, fell off.
In the second game, he got injured, yes.
Yeah, Brazil won. They had quality.
Yes.
Right? In 1966, right? They dismantled Pele. And how did Brazil did?
Didn't win.
They didn't win.
No.
What was the quality on that team? You know the quality players that were run.
Listen, we're not saying that Pele was not important.
I wasn't the best, the superstar on the team.
That's not what
I'm saying that Brazil stood a better chance to win without Pele than the Argentine team or the Messi team without those two. They had a better chance to win.
Good. Thank you for rephrasing that.
That is what I meant.
Perspective. Right? But Zidane said by far, so that is what I wanted to challenge, because it's not like that. Because after 66 they didn't win, right?
No, but Carl, I'm not going into the teams that didn't win, you know. So if Messi never win the World Cup or Maradona didn't win the World Cup, I wouldn't have this argument, you know.
So the star players that were on.
So Messi and Maradona value more in them team winning than Pele, my boss. We don't go around the thing. We're talking about the teams that won.
You said by far, and I want.
It is by far, my boss.
Because look here, these are some quality Brazilian teams we're talking about, and in '66 they didn't win; they had real quality, right? So in '70, right, they won, right? And you see, the coach literally put his life on the line to make sure that Pele was part of that team, you know, because Pele was injured leading up to that, and they were contemplating.
Yeah, you know that in 1970 you had one player that scored in every single game. That the team was that good.
Okay, in 1970, right, Pele was directly part of the 14 of the 19 goals that Brazil scored. Was direct input in 14 of the 19 goals in 1970.
You watch the 1970 final, my boss?
Brazil watch everything.
You don't say Brazil was out of this world against
Brazil from
my boss. Brazil was out of this world in 1970, my boss. Era by some distance the best team in the world. It means they had super players all around the park. You must stop it on the radio Sunday day, my boss.
No, that is what I'm coming to, because you obviously don't know a lot about that. So let me tell you something, right? Yes, they had.
Let me ask you a simple question. We don't have to go around it. Let me ask you a simple question. Which team was better? Which team is better? Argentina 2022 or Brazil 1970 as a team?
I would say Brazil 1970.
Do you think it's close?
Well, it's hard for me to determine that. Because what you guys are basing quality on, you know, is some skillful players.
No, man, relative to your opponents, you know, because it's who you're playing against, you know.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. So who was better? 1982 Brazil or 2020?
No, man, you change the argument, no, boss. Don't change the argument.
No, I'm not.
We're talking about Pele and Maradona and Messi here. Pele won the World Cup.
What happened in 1970? They didn't win in 1966. In 1974,
you're going back to 66.
In 1974, they still have the main stars except Pele, and they didn't win, right? Pele was not just a part of a star-studded team. Pele was the orchestrator.
That is a different argument. Nobody's denying that, my boss.
So that's what I'm saying. He was just as important.
No, Carl. You can't be just as important as Messi to Argentina winning.
Come on, man. Analyze the thing, man. And don't just...
Man, so maybe biased.
Help him out, man. Come, you know better than others.
No. I still, no matter what, I still believe that Pele was not as important to his team's winning than Maradona and
Messi. It's just simple put.
To me, that's just a non-argument.
And I can agree with you, Orville, but Zidane said not even close.
It's not even close.
It's not true. When you're telling me about a man who's directly part of 14 of the 19 goals.
That's because he was a big footballer, my boss. So if I put a big footballer in a big team.
It wasn't just about, all right, you see Pele, right? When Pele started, Pele we were number 10, you know, because Brazil generally used to just name their teams from back to front, 1 to 11, right? Pele was a foul. In 1970, after they dismantled him in 1966, Pele didn't bother to play forward as he was listed as a forward. You know. Pele dropped in midfield, attacking link.
Yes, we know.
Midfield was the director, the orchestrator, the everything.
No. Pele was never more the orchestrator for none of his teams the way Maradona was for that 86 team. None at all.
None at all.
Okay.
Maradona was more the mastermind of everything Argentina did in 86 than Pele in any one team. Which is not to say Pele was not the bigger baller, you know, but.
I rate Maradona highly, so it's not me just wanting to come and make a debate about who is better, Pele or Maradona. That's no more and get to the Messi thing. And why Messi to me is not no good. Right? So, the best thing I can give to Messi is the best of his generation. Pele is the best of his generation. Maradona is the best of his generation. And guess what? You know what, sir? Maradona and Zico as players were very close. You know that?
People used to think so, but me not think so.
It was very close, Orville. And you see, the thing is, the only reason why you won't hear Zico name is because Zico never win a World Cup as much as you hear Maradona name. Because the whole of Brazil was depending on Zico as a star player to deliver.
No, sir.
Deliver.
No, sir. I'm not good like Maradona.
Remember, even after Maradona went to Napoli, you know, Zico didn't want to leave Brazil as well. You know,
no, man, Zico can't play football like Maradona, my boss.
Man, stop it tonight. You don't know football that much. Cool, man.
Hold the line. We're coming back from the break.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Omega Radio now presents Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Edgechem, Fosrich Group of Companies, Enibet, and Dangel's Auto Spares and Accessories.
Novak Djokovic is set to miss the Indian Wells and the Miami Open after the United States extended its requirement for international visitors to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Proof of vaccination will be required to enter the country until at least April 10. But Serbia's Djokovic has previously said he's unvaccinated. Indian Wells and the Miami Open, two of the most prestigious tournaments on the tennis calendar outside of the Grand Slams, start on the 6th and 20th of March, respectively. That is Sports in a Minute.
Omega Radio has just presented Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem for people who dream in color. Fosrich, we open on Sundays with special discounts on all items in store. Solar floodlights, water heaters, conduits, and more. Or visit fosrich.com and shop. Enibet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. And Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue in Kingston.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. Sunny State.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I don't believe say I don't know about football. I know it.
But hold on. All right, me never say a lot of Zico. But me look through the thing here with the player of the century, with the people who would know more about Zico. I'm say Pele 1, Maradona 2, Johan Cruyff 3, Franz Beckenbauer 4, Michel Platini 5, Alfredo Di Stefano 6, Puskas 7, George Best 8, Mark Van Basten 9, Eusebio 10, Yashim 11, Bobby Charlton, Ronaldo, Bobby Moore, Gerd Muller, Roberto Baggio. Zico don't have 80. Zico don't have 80, my boss. So Zidane don't know about football, but the people in the world, them time, they have him don't have 80.
A whole heap of people play football, a whole heap of great people, and I can add some whole heap of name to it. I watch one brethren from...
It's the first time I hear somebody compare Zico with Maradona in my life, though.
Tell me the best player you ever play football for Belgium.
All right. Me don't know the game, my boss, but me never hear nobody compare Maradona and Zico.
Zico was a big ball, but
yeah,
not in Diego class. Anyway, Sonny Shade.
The little I saw that. Him God? Sonny? Yes, it seems so.
No, man, we shouldn't be arguing whether who was more important.
No.
God, no. We shouldn't be doing that. Messi was far more important to Argentina than Pele was to Brazil, man. A simple argument that. Who else we have? All right, so we have some time. We have some minutes.
Yes, spaces are there, people.
Before we're on.
Yeah, remind the listeners of the numbers. 868-968-8117. So that's 876-968-8117. Remind the listeners again that the caller of the year starts.
The caller of the year, I remember, the same serial, the same thing we're going over the years, where we put people through the mill a little bit. If we don't know you have to go answer one or two. I'm going to make it too hard. we put your Chwaleka Mill for those who are listening who have never experienced a Caller of the Year election on the program before. For 3 days, we get people to call in and vote for their favorite caller. People want us to do all kind of things, have call of the month, have criteria. We're keeping it as is. How many we've had so far?
Over 10.
Over 10. And Pioneer is the only repeat winner. So, next week we'll do that. Next week. And by the end of the month, the link up. We'll tell you where and when by next Monday. Hello?
Orvile.
Yes, sir.
Big up yourself. Big up Zidane.
This is Jackson. Jackson, you called before?
No, not Jackson.
Oh, it's Jackson.
Yeah, you that? Probably they would remember last year or a couple of years, my call for cast make me vote.
Oh, you're but you see, okay, all right.
Yeah. I'm calling specifically this time because I heard Rollington pay tribute and condolences to my family, members of my family for the loss of my mom. I just want to tell him I appreciate it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, indeed, the Kentish family is a very popular family in Arlington town and very big sporting family. You probably know Stuart Orvile play cricket and could have licked some ball one time, play for Lucas.
What's your name?
Yeah, I got to tell them my name. Yeah, people don't find me what.
Oh, you're up on the work.
Yeah, on the work. But you probably know very well.
If you did half
Delhi
decent,
Morgan, playing at the era Delhi Morgan, Cookshank, them.
May I say, if you did half decent, me know it.
Yeah, half decent, man. I can't tell them my name.
All right, cool.
That means same more.
That's why Desi, where Arlington and Newman can tell yourself we come from a nice sporting family.
All right.
But I appreciate it. Desi is what you know him as Arlington, Desi. And stuff, some of us are showing me a good thing. Appreciate it. Respect. Here, when I'm our virgin mystery man, well, you know my mystery. You know my something because him closer to we. Have you on the ropes there?
Have me on the rope?
Oh, you mean have him? The man have a look up on.
I don't know about yesterday, but today they definitely didn't have him on the rope.
The man have him on the ropes.
Yeah. But yesterday's points were very, very, very decent.
When did I say yesterday again?
I don't remember verbatim, but the extent to which you had him on the line a little longer, that callers could complain that you have him too long, meant that you were sufficiently engaged that you wanted to.
No, man, it's not because I think people have me on the rope. Sometimes the discussion them was nice.
Yeah, the discussion is nice, but depending on which side of the coin you want.
Sometimes I have a man on the phone, my boss, and it's because I can't get the man to understand some basic points,
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with have pan ropes. It's like you're trying to explain a very basic point, and the man, the caller, now get it. It has nothing to do with
some
the
of
rope.
the time, your job has with you, you say it all the time. Like this argument about if Pele's importance to Brazil is the same as you can equate to Messi's importance to Argentina. A simple argument that fair.
Then not that you say Mr. Man have been on the rope with.
There were some points that he made that if you thought about it, you could say.
No. Mr. Man is a very intelligent caller, though. So Mr. Man, I got come with things where him now go outrightly sound brambling, but if you say have me on the ropes, no, sir. The man who have me on the ropes was St. Jacob, man. What you
say for the
yes, man, the man said, don't be mad.
No, man, anybody have me on the ropes out of St. Jacob, man.
St. Jacob, man.
Fred of St. Jacob like post spread.
Firefox look good, St. Jacob.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, very entertaining and I would say edutaining.
By the way, you're a domino player as well?
No, but me used to enjoy Rollington and Banana them beat up.
The last time we had a link up, which one of them never turned up?
I think Banana Man.
No, man, Banana Man was there, man. Is Rollington never turned up? Rollington knows that the showdown between me and him at the link up is one of the highlight of the thing, but Rollington smelled the rat and didn't turn up. Rollington, you won't hide the star out.
Hey, me here say I think in Orvile say
what?
If you play one of them game and the man them if you don't like all 5 love, you get an important phone call.
No, there are times when a phone call might come in for real. There
Here, I might hear say somebody that I'm gate that's very important.
I guess Valentine did done everything by not showing you. I go to this graceful thing by taking a phone card.
Big up to Jackson.
Yeah, man, respect. You might get a call from me on the voting. They hope you remember the name, but...
Yeah, man, we will remember, man.
But yeah, what? You see, if nothing remember your name, you know enough about the show.
Yeah.
The people who listen to the show and have nothing to worry about whether I remember their name, I remember their name, not. You get me? Is the man who never not listen to the show and follow the show. Anyway, big up yourself.
All right. Thanks for your time, guys.
Yeah, man.
Good job.
Yeah, man.
All right. Who got to know? Bull?
The radio analyst?
Go easy.
Then, you know why you're title? Him gone?
What happened to Bull, Asta? Call us back, Bull. Call drop.
All right, well, Bull makes way for Alric. Alric.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you do, boss man?
All right, Why some call I can't argue some non-point this man. That's about the influence of Pele and the Brazil team compared to that of
Maradona.
Messi's role in those teams.
Yeah, tell you.
The team that Brazil played and was a big team. So his influence will not be as much as that of Messi or Maradona that didn't have a big team.
Are certainly not as big as
he. It's exactly. Like, if I'm going to ask you who was needed more, Henry for Arsenal, Messi's a bigger baller for Henry, you know. Or the Barcelona team with Xavi and Iniesta and David Villa and these people. Henry was needed more. Yeah, Henry was more valuable to his team winning.
So that's another argument. After the man that compare, Zico was a big baller for Brazil, but they can't compare Zico with Diego.
No, my bad.
In terms of playing football and the impact that Diego had on the game. So some of these points are not worth arguing.
Remember, I don't know football, so I give him that. But remember when Zico came and went, nobody not compare Zico to Pele,
Yeah.
But Maradona came, and you start to hear the comparison. So I guess he was seeing something different.
Because even in Brazil back then, man that compare Garrincha with Pele. That was how good Garrincha was.
Yeah,
man. Garrincha was a big thing.
Big baller.
In them time.
So Zidane, I guess the man them correct still, because I come take care about the Ten Hag thing. So Ten Hag's influence on Man U cannot be understated. You can see the impact that he has had on the team. And the man set us straight by points now the teams that Man U beat under Ten Hag since him come. Not just some little small fry.
Yes.
Some big deal like Liverpool and them draw with Newcastle and look how Newcastle go on. So right now, Ten Hag there and Man U fourth them in the team now, 35 points. Tottenham they are fifth with 31 points. Tottenham play right now on a struggle to break down
Crystal Palace.
Nila right now. So the difference with Ten Hag and Ole and the rest of coach him since Ferguson. Ten Hag has brought discipline back to Man U. When Fergie have a team, no man could have played Fergie,
Yes.
And because they say Ole want to be friends with the man them, like Ronaldo and them man, they allow the man them certain things to slide.
I was reading something recently where they said they lost a game under Fergie some years ago. When he dropped 8 players and said, listen, this can't work. And they lost the game and Fergie didn't care. You have to discipline the players, yeah?
Exactly, and you made a point, which I was going to bring, but I just want to re-emphasize the point. Look at Rashford is in excellent form for Man U right now. Hot form. And that form is carried over from the World Cup. The man missed, him oversleep and missed the man in team meeting. And as good a form as he's in, the man make him rub the bench.
Yes.
He came on in the second half. So the man is instilling discipline, and that is what Man U needed. A coach that no rampy, ring the changes and put players in them place.
Yes.
He showed it they're hungry, and some of them man, they might ramp with the thing.
Yes.
So them now get a game. So as coaches, you have to lay down the marker and let players understand that they must put out the same level of intensity. You can't drop the ball and I ramp with the thing right now. I drop some points. So as a coach, you have to instill discipline in your team.
Most
because
definitely.
if you allow, go ahead.
Yeah, man, if you allow players to have their own way, man, they go and disrupt the chemistry and the command. Because one player can say, why is he allowed to do that? I'm not. And then it's going to cause disarray in the squad. So you don't want, that's why you have a coach, because you want one man to be in charge of everything. He's final.
He's a man manager, that's why them call them managers, You have to manage the players.
Yes, indeed.
You can't allow players to get away with certain things. And it's me as a baller. See a man come out training late. And man a play. What kind of message you send to that player?
Indeed. Yeah, man.
So the man do a good job. And I want him to continue. Because man, you need to come back to the status that they had back in the past under Fergie. They need to start winning some titles. And
man.
He's sure that they can fight for the title.
Yeah, man. All right, Alric. Big up. We'll leave it there.
Yes, cool.
We'll take our final break on the show. We're coming back to the other.
With over 40 years of record service, Lock Safe and Vault Limited is your trusted security provider. Get affordable prices on a wide variety of seals, garage doors, access control supplies, magnetic lock, fingerprint, weatherproof keypads, card access system, time attendance, power supplies, and exit buttons. Professional services provided. Visit 40 Shortwood Road, Kingston 8. Problem solved with Lock Safe and Vault.
Over 100 homes delivered across 14 parishes. Your government, under the new social housing program, is making home ownership possible for those who didn't even dare to dream. Over the next 3 years, we will be building 1,500 homes just for our vulnerable citizens. Without a doubt, all citizens, irrespective of economic status, deserve a good home. Your government cares.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk on Omega Radio.
All right, welcome back. We understand if you have back Bull online? Yes, Bull.
Yeah, big up man then.
Yes, Bull.
Alright, so I call basically because me and Zidane talking rubbish, you know. So I've just adjust the rubbish right away. Zidane, early out in the season when Manchester United lost the first.
No, you have to tell me what rubbish did I speak.
I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
You said that you need to see them against the big team them before you can say them, you know, the quarter or something. They played against Liverpool, Arsenal, won those 2 games, and you say, yes,
I wasn't overly impressed with the result against Arsenal.
The Arsenal game because you're an Arsenal fan.
No, that's not the reason, man. We don't operate like that, boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're saying.
I remember at the start of the season, everybody was beating up Liverpool as well. So if you put that into context.
Okay. They were beat up Arsenal as well?
No, I wasn't impressed with the performance against Arsenal.
I just checking.
But you were good against Liverpool, but I'm saying Liverpool wasn't playing well at the start of the season.
That's fine. So what I want you to do now,
yes,
Zidane, as a big analyst on the radio, you can't come on the radio and say because you beat them 3 teams here, people, you want to see him against other. You have to take a broader look at the team.
All right, if I take a broader look, Newcastle's in.
I'm get the analysis, man. Yeah, what you think? If you take a broader look at the team, you realize he's unbeaten. He's lost 1 game in the last 16 or 17 matches.
Yes.
If you take a broader look at the team, you realize that he has in the 26 game I think him or some another game in coach. He has a win percentage of 70 or above. So you have to give man some credit and not say because he win them look at 3 games and you want to see him against.
Well, at the end of the day, he's still in
when he has played against.
Well, at the end of the day, he's still in 4th position though.
Yeah, you're in 4th position.
Yeah, that's the broadest. That's the broadest picture you can take.
And he's in 4th position because Arsenal is having a brilliant season. Newcastle is having an excellent season. Well, they had an excellent 2022. I think in terms of gathering points in the Premier League.
It doesn't matter the reasons they want to give. If you look at the broadest possible picture, the table,
if you look at
Manchester United is in 4th position, my boss. 3 other teams are ahead of him.
So that
if he finish in this position, it's not a big deal.
It's not saying a big deal. You're trying to dismiss the
No, but I'm saying
he's doing a good job. Persons are saying, man, he's doing a good job. Instead of saying, yes, he's doing a good job, but it's not as good as...
Then somebody point out the information to me and I say, yes, they did get some good results against some of the
better
teams.
No, but as an analyst, you can't sit down and say, me could have coached my man.
But as an analyst,
would you coach and...
But me not giving no big... Listen, my boss. Listen, it's a 38 game... Hold on, Bull. You know, so we laugh at you at the end of the season if you don't be careful. It's a 38 game season. A lot of noise is being made right now. And I'm pointing out that, listen, it's 3 winnable games. It's 3 easy pickings.
But these are not the only 3 games that he has coached. That's what I said to you. You're saying I need to see him against the big teams. He has played the big teams.
Yeah,
only one of them beat him.
Let's see what he does over the season against the better teams.
You have to. Then that's a better point now, and I said that. So when the season done, you will assess him, but you can't assess him now because I was 3 little side in beat. Knowing that the man has already played against all the big teams. Only lost to one, which is Man City. It was 6-3. Demolition. I thought it was, I may talk about this on the radio already. I think him naive when him lose that game, 6-3. So you can't say it's because he played 3 little teams that you could have coached and beat. I don't think you could have coached any side to beat Liverpool.
I was talking about, no man, why you going back to Arsenal and Liverpool? I was talking.
No, but you are saying.
Bull. I was, no, listen to Bull, when you beat United and Liverpool, you know, we never hear that Ten Hag is the next coming as Sir Alex Ferguson, you know. Is in recent weeks we're hearing that now, and I'm just pointing out that in recent weeks the 3 wins in a row is against 3 very weak Premier League teams.
So you will sit down as an analyst and believe the reason why people are saying this is because of the 3 games?
That's
Nosy that.
The most noise.
Done in its entirety.
All right.
So far.
Right, you're in 4th so far.
Call it 3rd still, but yeah, 4th.
No, I'm not call it no 3rd. You know what happened at the game then and the
But we will see, but you have to give the man credit. So you have to give him credit. Right now, he had a lot to deal with, and he has dealt with it well. And the team is in 4th.
They will not agree
with
that.
Form as well.
I agree that he's dealing with the situations, the bad situations very well thus far.
He's playing excellent football as well. And don't forget.
You see what I tell you about? Which excellent football? He might play some good football, you kind of excellent.
What do you mean? Check the thing.
All right, how you describe Arsenal football thus far this season?
That is brilliant, man. Love watching Arsenal play right now.
Okay.
I love watching Odegaard play. I'm not talk off on a bias thing, you know. I talk off a reason because I'm a Manchester United fan, you know. So I said you can give him credit, but don't overhype him. But there's a difference between overhyping and giving somebody what is due to them. Him credit due to him. Not any coach that will deal with Ronaldo and certain things who are going on at the club right now. So you have to respect him for what he has done.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Bull. I move to Mark Watson. Mark Watson. I don't know why the call's not coming through. Hello?
Mark Watson drop. All right, call us back to Mark. Or we can squeeze 1 or 2 before the end of the show. 8 minutes away. 876 968 8117. So that's 876 968 8117. So we can squeeze a couple more, possibly. And definitely 1 before the end of the program.
We have Mark now. Mark?
Chief, how you do?
Yeah, Mark Watson, what you say?
Boy, man, I tell him I try to reach up on the phone till like crazy, man. They go on your personal phone and can't reach it.
Boy, man, I tell you.
Condolences and I like it turn out to a whole lady get still. Come see you put it up on Facebook. And,
yeah, man, that was that.
When I mean to, I appreciate it. I appreciate to see and find your take all a photo.
Yes, man.
Which was really good today, you know, because Big Man thing Pioneer one of my favorite colors still, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know that too?
Yes.
Anyhow, there are certain things I'm really look on. Number 1, in the World Cup final, I was watching it. And in my opinion, I think Mbappe was the best player on the field. In the final, he was the person who actually took the game to Argentina and I lost 25 minutes. Because believe me,
so you're dismissing the horrible first 78 minutes he had?
No, man, you have a terrible, but remember, there's a thing
and the penalty
recovery mode.
Yeah, but it's a win. Mode. Somebody win a penalty for him and him take the penalty, you know, to start the recovery, you know.
The recovery mode, and immediately after him score the penalty, he scored within 2 minutes again.
Yeah, but alright, so you give him credit.
Change.
So after hold on, Mark Watson, man, after 80 minutes, one brilliant, because the finish was brilliant for the second goal. And now he's the best player in the entire game. No, my boss, we can't accept that.
All right. We move on, because we have short time.
Yes.
Another thing, though. I listen to the discussion about players across era. Like, Maradona, Messi. In my opinion, it's hard to compare. Right? 3 of them were talented footballers. And it is hard to say which one would be better if they were to play in the same era, because all 3 were talented. Another thing I observe, and I'll direct this to Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Zidane, when you hear compare LeBron James and Michael Jordan,
yeah,
and that most time you're on the side of LeBron, that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan.
Yes.
I can't agree with you. I'm out of the way. When I go high school, they have some children in the high school that are very brilliant. Every prize given, them get prize and whatsoever. Them get them A-levels and then move on to university. And most times those are the same set of students who dominate you the same way again. What I'm trying to say is that based on Michael Jordan's talent, more than likely, if he was playing in this era, he would just be as dominant because of the level of talent he had. You understand?
Yes.
And if he was able to dominate then, it is not out of the rings of possibility that he would have dominated. No. Because as what some callers are pointing out, that the level of defense in basketball has changed.
Well, LeBron James not really play. LeBron James' prime is not now doing on. It's now them say it is kind of easier to score. The game has evolved.
Similarly, I will say this.
Remember, LeBron James came into the league. Hold on. Remember, the reason why we can't say LeBron James is a part of now is because of his greatness. You know. Remember, LeBron James came into the league in 2003. You know, my boss.
I agree.
Yes.
But what I'm simply saying, it is unfair, in my opinion, still, you know. I don't think it's fair to compare him and Jordan because the level of talent that Jordan had, if he was playing in this era, I am almost sure that he will be just as dominant.
All right, I still give LeBron James the edge, my boss. I think it's close, but
I would have given Michael Jordan the edge, but it's hard. But it is hard to just dismiss them because...
I'm not dismissing I'm not dismissing Jordan. You know. It's one of the debates if somebody say close, but not complain our ball. It's when the people them dismiss. If you're dismissing Jordan, me disagree. If you're dismissing LeBron out of the conversation, me disagree.
All right, good. Anyway, continue on good work and just big up on yourself, all right?
Man. Big up Mark, man. And respect for everything.
Respect.
So that's Mark Watson, my long-time schoolmate. In fact, my long-time classmate.
We're leaving it there, Sean, or we have somebody else to squeeze?
Sean, you hate that? All right, well, I hate that. Then if I hate that.
All right. So remember, people, keep calling, and next week, Wednesday, this time, we're supposed to be having voting.
You know, some asked the salespeople, what are the
prizes?
The prizes. Little perks for the caller of the year and them thing there.
Yes. Normally some sweet.
Normally we try, you know.
I'm thinking the sales rep can afford to give them a nice prize this year. And I say why, but
the year after the World Cup.
Yes.
All right. I said, Sean, why you laugh? I want the caller of the year to come in one day in the studio as well, because that has been traditional. We kind of did stop it one at a time, but
because of COVID primarily.
Yeah. So all right, that join us tomorrow, same time, same place. Big up to all of the people who called. Big up to Mr. Hoyt and Mr. Sean Grant there. Sean has been a little bit under the weather of late. Sean, I understand that you're feeling a little bit better. Go to your bed at nights, my boss. Sleep a little early. It happens to all of us. All right, big up my friend Sean. Big up all of the people. Join us tomorrow.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m. on Omega Radio.
Omega Radio now presents a health alert, sponsored by